Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com. Good evening, and thank you for joining us today on yourliveevent.com. 11A football today in Region 1 play. It's a pair of 1-1 teams in the region as they look to solidify themselves just about halfway through the season in those region standings. It's the Northern Cass Jaguars at 2-2 on the year and 1-1 in region play. Hillsboro Central Valley 3-1 overall. They are also 1-1 in region play. They match up here today from the Northern Cass School Complex. This is your IRA Insurance pregame show. You're watching on yourliveevent.com.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
On your IRA Insurance pregame show, it's the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros traveling to Northern Cass to take on the Jaguars here in Region 1 play. As we break down the matchup, we bring in the head coaches down on the field with Brady Siebels.
Yeah, talking here with Coach Joe Johnson for Hillsboro Central Valley. And Coach, obviously a big win last Friday night. Kind of what was the message to be able to turn the page to this new opponent here tonight?
Yeah, big win last week, but that only lasts for about 15 minutes, and then we get focused on the next week. So coming off a big win, you try to keep that momentum going and learn from it. But boy, we switch gears fast and get ready for this week. Fast and free is what we keep talking about. Play fast, play free. Sometimes when we get caught thinking is when we have some troubles, and so we try to stay focused on what our assignment is, and that's what the message was this week.
So how was the practice throughout this week leading up to game time?
Yeah, good. We of course have kind of this flow to practice where we do film and lifting on Monday. We have a contact practice on Tuesday, a full practice. Then we do some very specific things on Wednesday with a little shorter practice, and Thursday is pregame. That's kind of the routine of our week every week, and we watch a lot of film and do a lot of scout so that we're prepared for our opponent for that week, which is always our focus. We're focused on one game at a time, 1 week at a time. It's part of the beauty of football is you play that one game and all of the work goes into that specific game.
Obviously a great defensive performance on last Friday. Kind of what do you want to see out of your defense against this Northern Cass offense today?
Well, on defense, it's all about coming off of blocks, getting to the ball carrier and making tackles, and wrapping up and trusting that our teammates are going to do the same thing. We continue with our swarm to the ball mentality, so one person gets there and gets wrapped up and trust that your teammates are going to get there. We did that pretty well last week, and that's what we're trying to build on and do that every week.
I've done a couple of Northern Cass games. Their defense, no joke here. What offensively we want to see to try to figure out this Jaguar defense?
Yeah, obviously, they do a lot of different things on defense, a lot of different looks, a lot of stunts, and they do the same thing on the offensive ball and offensive side of the ball. They're an athletic team and big up front, as you know. You've been watching them. You're right, they're no joke, and they're a good football team, and we're coming into this one, with our nose to the grindstone and our eye on the prize.
Give us a key for the Burros here tonight.
Well, always what's the penalty situation? And so winning the penalty battle, winning the turnover battle, and blocking and tackling. Games are won and lost in that line of scrimmage. We can control the line of scrimmage. We control the game.
Pastor Joe, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Brady. Good to see you.
Joe Johnson, head coach of Hillsboro Central Valley, along with Brady Siebels there on our pregame coaches' comments. There's the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros getting ready to take on the Northern Cass Jaguars here today. Your pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future, DHB.bank. More of your pregame show coming your way here on yourliveevent.com. Northern Cass Jaguars, it's homecoming week, and they welcome in the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. You're going to watch it here on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
People often ask me, why are Hillsboro Central Valley athletes so successful? Have you seen our fitness center? The weightlifting doesn't stop with our athletics. At Hillsboro Public School, we strive to do difficult things all the time. We help struggling readers read. Our MTSS process makes sure all students are improving. Hillsboro students are challenged to do difficult tasks each day. Please come and check out our school. And if you need a place to exercise, check out our fitness center.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Well, a drizzly homecoming night today for Northern Cass as they host Hillsboro Central Valley, 11A football here this evening on yourliveevent.com. This is your IRA Insurance pregame show. IRA Insurance for all your insurance needs. Visit with your local agents. Find them online with that agent locator there at irains.com. Northern Cass Jaguars coming in as a 2-2 overall record after a season-opening win against Ray Powers Lake, dropping matchups at Botno and versus Lisbon, coming back with a 36-14 victory last week at Sargent County. Hillsboro Central Valley, they'd won their first two against Grafton and Thompson, dropped a region matchup to Oaks, and then last week came back with a 6-0 defensive battle victory against Ellendale Edgley-Calm in that one. So these two teams at 1-1 in region play, as of course early in the region play, going to have a lot of teams bottled up there with that 1 win, 1 loss record. Lisbon and Oaks currently at the top 2 spots in Region 1. They're both 2-0 in those region standings. There is Brady Siebels on the sideline with myself, Jake Birkmeyer, here today. Brady, I lost you there in the crowd.
Hey, I'm at the 10-yard line on the far side with Coach Tyler Ukestead here for Northern Cass.
There we go. As we go down here, as pregame coaches' comments, Brady Siebels with Coach Tyler Ukestead.
Yeah, Coach Tyler Ukestead for Northern Cass. And Coach dropped a couple last a few games ago, but how great was it to on the road pick up that road victory last Friday?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you go on the road, you got to kind of step it up a notch, and we fixed a lot of things that we were continuing to improve on throughout the season. Obviously, there's always something you can do better, and we definitely did that last week, and we just got to keep doing us coming into the game tonight.
Homecoming here for the Northern Cass. Just talk about the extra emotions of the team.
Hey, every head football coach will tell you that it's a week of distractions, but I think our boys handled it really, really well. Every day when it was time for practice, they were locked in and worried about football, and that's all we can ask for them. I thought we had a really good week of practice, and we'll see how it goes tonight.
Talk about your opponents here in Hillsboro Central Valley. Might open up some eyes with that victory last Friday night.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anytime you beat the number 2 team in the state, like, you're a good football team, you know. And we know that they played in a lot of tight games from week 1 to week 4. So we know it's going to be a battle, especially in this rain.
Give us how does the rain, now that it's coming down again, how does that maybe affect the mindset or the game plan of the game tonight?
I mean, you always want to establish a run, and we're definitely going to try to do that. Obviously, it probably limits passing on both sides, but you never know. You just got to adjust a little bit, and I think we got a couple wrinkles up our sleeve that'll help us.
Give us a key for the Jaguars here tonight.
Again, establish a run, keep our feet under us, make sure we're pounding the rock and getting positive yards. If we can do that, move the chains consistently, keep their defense on the field, keep our defense off the field, it's going to be a good night.
Tyler, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Brady Siebels along with Coach Tyler Ukestead for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Our pregame coaches' comments from Dakota Heritage Bank, dhb.bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future, Dakota Heritage Bank. As we share the view of the field here today, you can see some of that rain coming down. We'll talk about the conditions here, how that might affect play, and that will come up when we return here with your IRA Insurance pregame show. This is yourliveevent.com, bringing you North Dakota 11A Region 1 football.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton with receiving stations in Garsky, Grafton, Larimore, Sharon, Devils Lake, Lincoln, Wilton, and East Grand Forks. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, Visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Your IRE Insurance pregame show, Northern Cast Jaguars and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros tonight. We thank you for joining us for our broadcast presentation. Thank you as well to all the sponsors that you'll see in here throughout our coverage. We ask whenever possible, please patronize those businesses, the ones that allow us to be here with our coverage. Thanks to everyone here at the Northern Cast School as well, too, for the hospitality, accessibility, and connectivity here for our ability to bring you tonight's contest. Myself, Jake Berkmar, with the play-by-play call. Radar, Brady Siebels down on the field, and hey, tonight's a night where we're going to be talking about radar maybe a little bit in this one. A rainy night coming down, as Brady, you were saying that last interview with Coach Ukestead. The sky's just opening up a little bit more here in the last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, it was raining on throughout the day when we were setting up, when we were kind of getting everything ready. The rain stopped, and I don't know, one of us maybe jinxed it and said that the rain was fine. I don't know. I'm not going to point the fingers at who that was. But, yeah, skies have kind of opened up a little bit. Now it is a good, steady, light rain, but don't think it really should affect, because these two teams are, they want to establish the run. So, they're probably just going to see a lot more runs. Will limit the pass, but I think both teams, right, it's the same conditions for both teams. Both teams hang their hat on the run. So neither coach will let this become an excuse, the weather conditions here tonight.
No, and I think certainly one thing that gets magnified even when you talk about on the offensive end of teams wanting to establish the run, one thing certainly is ball security. This Northern Cast team, as you saw in the season opener against Ray Powers Lake, they ended up putting the ball on the turf a few times. Lost 4 fumbles in that game. In fact, they've had 7 fumbles all on the year, but most of those coming in weeks 1 and 2, just won the last 2 games for them. And meanwhile, Hillsboro Central Valley, just 2 turnovers in total on the year. So 2 teams that, at least in recent weeks, have kept the ball in their hands. So I think that's going to be something to watch here tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned that was especially their bugaboo going on in game number 1. They were able to overcome those mistakes, pick up that season opening victory. And then, yeah, the last couple games been putting a little bit more emphasis on it, been able to keep it on the ground. And you've seen just kind of how it has played out for them. A tight game against Lisbon that unfortunately didn't go their way, but a lot of positives for them going into that game. And then the big victory at Sargent County last Friday night to pick up that first region win of the season.
I think, too, when you look at this defensively, from that standpoint, how things play into focusing on the weather, that field conditions, the turf, it's wet out. We were between 1 and 2+ inches in the Red River Valley, depending on where you're at, is what we've gotten here today. And it is wet out on the field and getting wetter, but defensively, being able to react and keep your footing when you have to react to the offense is a play call as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Grass is a little bit slippery. It's kind of that old adage, right? The offense, they know where they're going, whereas the defense doesn't know where the offense is going, so it has to be a little bit of reaction. So, yeah, that's something that you're going to see, right? Maybe not try to take the big, long steps. Try to take the short, choppy steps. Make sure that you keep the footing. Maybe limit the gain, right? A 5-yard gain is better than potentially losing your footing and giving up the edge, giving up that big play. So that is definitely something to kind of keep in mind that I'm sure that both coaches have just talked about. Make sure you keep the footing. Don't want to slip and potentially allow a big play opportunity on defense.
Northern Cass at 2-2, Hillsboro Central Valley at 3-1. That's our matchup here this evening on YourLiveEvent.com. More of your IRE Insurance pregame show continues when we return.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap.
Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro. Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Irie Insurance pregame show as the Northern Cass Jaguars, Hillsboro, Central Valley Burros. Myself, Jake Berkmeyer, along with amateur meteorologist Brady Radar Siebels joining me down the sideline for this one too. And Brady, let's talk more about what you've seen here in a couple games. We'll start with the Jaguars. What you've seen in the couple games that you've broadcast that really you want to look out for, that you're looking to see this Jaguar team try and take that next step here as we hit that midpoint of the season?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, their defense has been their calling card just on the first couple of games that I've done, right, against Ray Powers Lake, only giving up one defensive touchdown. And then against Lisbon, really, it was just a missed play, a great read by the Broncos. It was tied, 6-6, and then they got caught in a blitz, and it was a great play by the Lisbon running back to make it. So really the defense has been the calling card. They've been doing a great job keeping the team in the game. It's just a matter of, can the offense be consistent and get a drive going? That's kind of been the difficulty or the problem the couple of games that I've had. They can get yards, they can churn together maybe a couple first downs, but kind of when you get into that plus side of the field towards the red zone, when that field shrinks up, right, the defense is closer. That's kind of been where their difficulty is just stringing together, you know, a long drive to try to get those points into the end zone.
You talk about long drives on the other side of the field for Hillsboro Central Valley. Last week, they only needed one long drive, and that they cashed in for a score in a 6-0 game because leaning on the defense. But offensively, I think a key for the Burros is finding a little bit more consistency with that. They've done a good job of that ball control, almost, I hate to use this term, but almost that game management style there where, hey, we're not going to turn it over, we're going to move the ball here, and we're going to try and put together a long drive. Now, the last couple games there in weeks 2 and 3, they had a lot of penalties that set them back. 16 combined penalties in those 2 games. Last week, just a total of 2 for 15 yards, helping them to stay on track. Couldn't punch in every time, obviously, when it's a 6-0 game, but they got the one they needed. And then that defense doing a great job on 3rd and 4th down the last week. Those key downs against the number 2 ranked team in the state, Ellendale Elgin-Colm, holding them to a combined, hold on, let me do my math, 5 of 19 on 3rd and 4th down last week. So even though they gave up over 300 yards of offense, they're able to get key stops there on the downs that enable them to go with the win. It'll be Northern Cass and Hillsboro Central Valley here today as we wrap up our Irie Insurance pregame show with our starting lineups when we return.
Greet
Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourage all students to be involved in the activities at your school. Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. Wishing all of the students, teachers, staff, and administration a successful new school year from the Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Starting lineups here today as the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros travel to take on the Northern Cass Jaguars. So as the road team, the Burros get on announced first. Looking at their defense will be defensive line, 4 down linemen, senior number 75, Jack Matson, senior number 51, Colin Jenin, senior number 54, Brody Dickoff, and junior number 55, Bryce Miller. In the linebacking core will be the senior number 4, Carson Cassette in the middle, junior Griffin Mitzel wearing the 11 on the outside there, and Chase Hafley, the senior, in number 23 on the other side. Cornerbacks will be seniors number 24, Sawyer Owens, and number 7, Brody Rognes. Safeties will be the senior number 15, Tyson Lushik, and freshman number 8, Jacob Miller. For the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, their head coach, Joe Johnson, coming in defensively, giving up 1,105 yards on the season so far. That's 276.3 per game. 172 of that has come with the pass, 107, just shy of 108 on the ground this season. For the Northern Cass Jaguars in this one, as we look at their starting lineups on offense, we'll go left to right on their offensive line. At left tackle will be the junior number 66, Luke Walski. Freshman number 60, Tristan Summerfield at guard. And then in the middle will be the junior number 65, Brody Vanderwall. Senior number 54, Caden Williams at the right guard, with a sophomore offensive tackle on the right side, number 75, Aiden Dixon. In the wide receiving room, the starters here will be number 1, junior Hunter Clement, senior number 2, Chris Hoyland, and junior number 5, Carter Grandelin. Running back will be number 4, the senior Parker Zeski, along with the sophomore tight end, number 8, Brooks Crockett, and junior quarterback, number 11, there as Hudson Rachel there will lead the offense out for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Jaguars offense, they come out averaging 218.5 yards per game, doing it fairly evenly with 418 of their 874 total yards through the ground attack, 456 through the air. Rushing, they average at 3.5 yards per carry. They have 5 scores on the ground, 5 scores through the air as well on a 51% passing combined for the team, 12.3 yards per completion. They do have 5 interceptions along with 4 fumbles lost, 9 total turnovers on the season. there with 6 of them coming in weeks 1 and 2 of them in week 2. So 8 in the first 2 games, just 1 in the last 2. That was a fumble, if I count that right there against Lisbon. That was that turnover. No, it was an interception. There, I saw my note. It was an interception there as just no fumbles in the last 2 games for them after putting the ball on the ground 7 times in the first 2. So the Northern Cass Jaguars coming in at 2-2 overall, 1-1 in region play, taking on the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, 3-1 overall, also 1-1 in region 1 contests. 2 teams getting ready to go here tonight. We're ready to go as well too. We'll have your opening kickoff when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime, serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond. We are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
Time for kickoff tonight. Thank you for joining us on yourliveevent.com. Brady Siebel's on the sideline. Brady, how's the shower?
You know, it was good. It's died down a bit. Now it's just kind of light little drizzle. We'll kind of see play it throughout the rest of the night. But I am very wet. That is an accurate statement. But hey, it's game time. We're ready to go. Players got to play through the elements. So do broadcasters.
It does, and I think you'll agree with me because you and myself, we're both linemen. We like it a little muddy. You know, slow down some of those quick people, right?
Oh, absolutely. We love to get in the trenches. My mom, Rebecca, if she's watching, she can remember. She does not like the muddy games because she was the one washing the jerseys. But, oh, yeah, it's fun. These are the games that you remember for a lifetime when the elements kind of come into play as well.
Northern Cass won the toss. They deferred. Hillsboro Centerville will be back to receive as Bryce Miller and Sawyer Owens ready to kick off or receive the kickoff to begin us. Kicking left to right, here's a shallow line drive kick picked up by the upback Kazette at the 25. He'll look to work his way out on the outside, up here to the 40, where he crosses. He's brought down at the 41-yard line for Hillsboro Central Valley to start their first drive with the offense coming out. Jack Matson, Colin Jen, and Alan Moocher, Brody Breitenbach, Brody Dickoff on the offensive line. Tight end will be Chase Halfley, receivers Bryce Miller and Brody Rogness, running back Sawyer Owens, fullback Carson Kazette, quarterback Tyson Lushik for Hillsboro Central Valley. We're in the road white uniforms with the blue pants, white helmets, blue letters and numerals on the jerseys. From the left hash mark, they'll split receivers out wide each way. I formation, Lushik goes under center. He'll turn, he'll hand off, second man through as Owens working his way to the right side. Solid 5-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, just a good job by that interior offensive line on the right side, having a hole. Patience for Owens, a good first gain here on the first offensive play for Hillsboro Central Valley.
3-4 defense for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Luke Wolski and Brody Vanderwall, your defensive ends. Caden Williams, your nose tackle. Inside linebackers, Trevor Lee, Brooks Crockett, Carter Grandelin, and Parker Zeski are your outside backers. Cornerbacks are Gabe Steele, Hunter Clement. Safeties are Chris Hoyland at the free safety, Brody Zeski at the strong safety. As the Burros looking right side here with the pass down the right sideline and underthrown. There's that one going deep that time on a second down, brings up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, good job, Komet. He's a good corner out there on the side. We saw what he could do with that pick 6 against Lisbon a couple weeks ago. Was right with the defender the entire way, forces the incomplete pass and a 3rd down.
So the first 3rd down of the game for Hillsboro Central Valley. 1 of 7 last week in the victory against EEK. So certainly a number that coaching staff will look to see improved upon. From the pistol set, there with trips receivers left side, they'll run the toss. That play blocking out there. Stop, start, and trying to get up to the 50. Going to be stopped at the 48-yard line. Going to be a long 2, almost 3. Need to go here on 4th down.
Great read there by Brooks Crockett coming from that linebacker position. Saw it, read it, held on for dear life for Kazette, able to wait for his defenders and then stop him short of the line again to force 4th down.
Brody Dickoff will come out as the punter. Had a season high in punting average last week in the win. A big reason, flipping field position a couple times. Averaged at 34.5 yards per punt on the 4 punts. Here as this first one comes back here. And again, this will be a line drive that will bounce. take a small little hop, and just outside the 20 here to the 21-yard line is where it will be downed, and it will be the punt and 1st and 10 for Northern Cass.
Field position battle, right? Hillsboro Central Valley, after that good return, got to the 40, even though 3 and out, able to get a good punt, try to flip the field. And now Northern Cass, we talked about maybe the difficulties of putting those drives together. Going to have to try to go a long way to get the opening points on the scoreboard.
So a punt of 31 yards, and it leads to Northern Cass coming out here on the offensive end with 10:30 to go in this first quarter. Here as it will be junior quarterback Hudson Rachel. And he will send 2 men in motion as they reset, bring a pistol formation with the back on the right side. Fullback, they hand off, going left side, far side away from us here in the press box. And will be a no gain that time on the carry.
Yeah, Trevor Lee on the carry there. It looked like him and Crockett might have just gotten collided in the backfield, lost his footing with that slippery grass, trips, and no gain on 1st down.
There's Luke Wolski, Tristan Summerfield, Brody Vanderwall, Caden Williams, Aiden Dixon, the offensive line, Hunter Clement, Chris Hoyland, Carter Grandelin, the receivers. Here as they come out with trips here, 2 on the right side. Now they run a flat motion as they send Hoyland in motion, run the ball here left side. Borough defense swallows it up, no gain, maybe even a loss of half a yard.
Yeah, Chase Halfley there on the blitz, read the snap count perfectly, was in the backfield at the handoff, able to get the tackle at the line of scrimmage. No gain, no yards there on the first 2 plays, brings up 3rd down and long for the Jags.
3rd down, Northern Cass substitutions coming in will be Rachel with the play from the sideline. We'll see what they do. They are going with the direction of the wind and the rain there, so small consolation. They come in with the tight formation, double up twins on the far side, left side. They run here to the weak side on that right edge, trying to get around. Nothing there, brought down. And no gain that time because there for the Burros was Brody Dickoff.
Yeah, Bryce Miller there on the tackle as well, kept it flat, forced him, the running back, to go to that sideline, using it to their advantage, and brings up 4th down and 3 and out for this Borough defense.
So both teams, presumably, depending on the result of this play, having a punt. Here it will be here to kick it. Nearly got it off there as the pressure came. Picked up by Sawyer Owens at the 40-yard line. He's got a little room to run. Up here across the 50, down here to the 43-yard line, which will be a 16-yard gain on that punt return, and set the Burros up in Jaguar field position. 8:26 to go, first quarter.
Yeah, again, field position there, a good return. You see how important it is to get a return there, as then gets them into the plus side of the field for Hillsboro Central Valley. Short field to try to get the first points of the game.
So run, pass, run. They came up 2 yards short on their first possession. Burros now start from the 42-yard line where it's officially marked. Receivers each direction in an I set. They run the option. Lushik, he'll pitch it out to the right side. Picked up by Owens. Plants the foot on the ground. Rice is upfield here. Brought down around the sticks there. It'll be a gain of 9, maybe 10 if it's a right or a left foot on that spot.
Yeah, great job by Lushik there, reading the defender, keeping it as long as he could. Then when the defender was committed to him, makes the pitch. Owens with the foot in the ground, turns upfield, gets 8 yards there on 1st down.
Yeah, mark him back a little bit earlier. I guess that knee hit before I could see it there. But it will be 2nd and short. Good 1st down play to set him up where you can do a lot of things here in this possession. Lushik under center with the I formation, and half the offense moves quickly, and it will be a false start for a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I mentioned that penalties that was a killer earlier on the season, has been better, and that's just miscommunication there between the quarterback, the offensive line. One thought it was on 1 count, it wasn't, and so ball didn't get snapped and backs him up 5 yards here for 2nd down now and 6.
Second consecutive game that John Matson is out for Hillsboro Central Valley, starting center, starting middle linebacker. Alan Mucher moves over from guard to center. Brody Breitenbrock comes in at guard for the Borough offense there with those substitutions as they hand off, run the play through. Here, a few yards gained on a 2nd down. Going to set up now a 3rd and 3 after the 4-yard gain.
Yeah, big Brody Vanderwall there, able to shed his block, tackle the ball carrier, force it to a minimal game to bring up 3rd down.
Here working inside the hash mark, 7:10 to go in this first quarter. Hillsboro Central Valley, their second offensive possession after both teams go 3 and out on the opening ones. Receivers each direction. Lushik will turn. He'll hand off. First man through. It's a fullback give for Cassette. Bottled up. Tries to get out to the left. Finds maybe an extra half yard, and that's just enough for the first down.
Yeah, looked like maybe an option play there. Good job by Lushik. Right, saw that there was a hole in the middle. Give it to the fullback there, and Carson Cassette. Cassette lowers the shoulder, gets enough what he needs, and picks up the first down for the Burros tonight.
As they move the chains here, 6:45 to go in this first quarter. 0-0 the score on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Burrows up here, bringing up a tight trip set to the right side. Halfley, the tight end, splits out wide on the left side. Quarterback power over to that right side. Lushik behind his fullback. He'll cut upfield. A little jump cut there. Picks up an extra about 3 yards after that move, and it will move the chains back-to-back first down runs for Hillsboro Central Valley.
Good open field there by Hunter Kleckner there in the backfield, able to get enough of the defensive lineman. That opened up the hole for Lushik to try to get the run and pick up another first down.
Here, so Kleckner rotating in at that fullback position. Looks like Griffin Mitzel coming in, rotating in that wide receiver grouping as well. Going to send 2 receivers to the left side there with Mitzel and Bryce Miller. Under center in the I formation, and whistle blows it dead. Their procedural penalty, and it will be a false start on Hillsboro Central Valley, their second on this drive.
Yeah, snap looked like came maybe just a half second too late, so a couple of the offensive linemen anticipating what the snap count would be to try to get off the ball as quickly as they could. Just a fraction of the missed time and moves them back 5 more yards.
Will be 1st and 15. Ball marked back to the 24-yard line. Hillsboro Central Valley coming out with the receivers each direction now in that I formation, staying under center. They'll run the option play left side over to Owens. Owens looking for a cutback block. He spins. Flake comes in behind the play as he tumbles his way up to the 18-yard line. As it is, stands as a 6-yard gain, but that flag coming in the area of holding, and I believe that's going to bring it back.
Yeah, a little too handsy there on the near edge there. That will cost them as early on in this first quarter, penalties so far starting to hurt Hillsboro Central Valley.
And where they mark it, we'll see. It's going to be, like 1st and 24, 25? Here, so we'll see what the Burros do, especially with the rain coming down again. Has seemingly, from my vantage point, Brady, lightened up a little bit.
Yeah, it's almost non-existent, really, just kind of a light drizzle, maybe a sprinkle here and there. But for the moment, at least, clear, or well, not clear, but the rain has stopped here on this cloudy night tonight.
Going to move the ball over to the right hash mark. Pistol set, halfway wide right side, trips receivers up left side, close in. Lushik going to roll here to the near side. He's going to look, he sees nothing, he's going to run, he's going to scramble, makes 1, 2, gets a block here for number 3. He's up here to the, just shy of the 20-yard line to the 22. That's going to be a 12-yard scramble, and I'll take it there, set it up now, a 2nd and about 12.
Yeah, good coverage there by Northern Cass. They've been good in the pass coverage so far this season, but credit to Lushik, right? No man open, not going to want to force anything, finds a hole, scrambles, able to get most of that penalty yardage back to set up 2nd down and 13.
Rognes comes in wide to right side, I formation, Lushik under center. They'll turn, hand off, 2nd man. It's going to be Owens as he works up to the 15, 14, 13, down to about the 12-yard line. Going to be 3rd and about 3 on this carry.
Yeah, good job of patient running there by Owens. Was waiting for his block for the hole to form, and then Parker Zeski, a good job coming back from the far side there, able to meet him and tackle him to set up 3rd down.
Oh, they marked it to the 15. Okay, they keep moving the pile, but they marked him down there at the 15. So it will be a 3rd and 6. Couple of nice plays to pick up some yardage to make this a manageable here, and you still got 2 downs to do it. 4:35 to go in the first quarter. Lushik under center, no one out to the left side. Here as the blitz, no, it doesn't come off that side. They hand off and a jump cut coming, but did Owens hold on to the ball?
Yeah, I think they'll say he was down. That's the indication from the official. A great job there by Trevor Lee from that linebacker position. Read it, got the shoestring tackle, just get enough of it to trip up Owens to set up 4th down.
So ball here will be marked at the 14. So it'll be a 4th and 5 after the 1-yard gain. Hillsboro Central Valley trying to convert here. They were 0-2 on 4th down last week. In the shotgun set, running back split either side of Lushik. He'll roll the right side, looks out into the flat, tries to find his receiver, caught, reaching and getting the first down. There, Bryce Miller on that side.
Yeah, great pitch and catch there. Bryce Miller, just an out route, finding where the sticks were, went to that first down line, turned, ball was right there from Lushik, able to move the chains to pick up a first down to set up 1st and goal.
Here's they move that forward there with that 7-yard gain. Burrows coming out here as working. There we go. And a handoff to Sawyer Owens, right side, spun backwards. Good defensive stand that time for Northern Cass. Looked like Caden Williams from that nose tackle spot helping to plug things up.
Yeah, Brody Vanderwall in there as well for Northern Cass. Just get in the hole, use your size to your advantage, tackle the runner, sets up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 on that play, so 2nd and goal from the 10. 2nd and goal here from the right hash mark. 3:15 to go in this first quarter. This has now been a 5-minute-plus drive for Hillsboro Central Valley. Low snap comes in. Lushik picks it up, rolls out to his left side. He's looking, pressure coming from behind him. He'll turn, he'll throw, looking, and it's just going to basically be a throwaway that time where no one could get it. Incomplete pass, but nice job on what started as a potentially dangerous play with that low snap being bobbled, rolled out, set the feet with the pressure coming, and got rid of it to avoid losing any yards.
Yeah, broken play there. Had Parker Zeski breathing down on him. Good job by Lushik. Again, not forcing it, just throw it out of bounds into the sideline. Live to fight another down in 3rd down.
Things you want to see and kind of expect to see from a 3rd-year starting quarterback, Lushik, the senior, coming in 554 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception on the season. He'll look right side here in the shotgun pass. He's going to roll to the right side now on the outside edge. He's caught from behind and drugged down near that far sideline, out of bounds. That stayed in bounds. And will be now here a 4th and goal from the 7.
Yeah, Carter Grandel in there on the blitz there, forcing forcing Lushik to roll out to his right side and then use the sideline as the advantage. Now, once again, we're here 4th down. Hillsboro Central Valley going to see if they can convert one more time.
Last time it was Miller on the far side. Now he's split out wide left side. Wide out there at the left side of your screen. Split backs in a shotgun set. Lushik will turn. He'll look. He'll roll that side. He's looking towards the end zone, and it is overthrown that time, trying to find his tight end Halfley coming on a crossing route, and it'll be a turnover on downs. 2:22 to go here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, great job, Chris Hoyland, on the coverage there, using that boundary as an extra defender, staying right with his man, forcing the incompletion, and Northern Cass gets a big stop there in the red zone.
As they take over their first drive, they went 3 and out. The dangerous part here is now you don't have much room to your back, so you got to make sure that ball moves forward. Don't want to have another quick offensive possession. Here's the ball from their own 8-yard line. Rachel will lead them out, split 2 receivers wide to the right side, 2 wide left side in a spread formation, 1 running back in the backfield. Calling out for the snap as he'll turn, hand off, and drug down in the backfield. Nowhere for Zeski to go that time. Looks like
Brody Dickoff there. Again, getting off his man, able to grab cloth, bring him down for the tackle there for no gain.
So a 2nd and 10. Burrow rush defense here. 4.8 yards allowed per carry last week. That's been the worst on the season after just over 2 allowed in weeks 1 and 2. They've been over 4 the last 2 weeks. Here, so trying to help clean that up, some of those big run plays. Here's a quick receiver screen out to the left side. It's incomplete pass as it's not hauled in. It is an incomplete pass. And we'll bring up a third down. Hoyland, the intended receiver there from Rachel.
Yeah, it was a forward pass there. Kazette on the coverage. Kazette was looking at the receiver. If he had turned his eyes, it hit him right in the breadbasket. Just he was focused on the receiver there. So luckily for Northern Cass, just brings up an incomplete and third down.
So Rachel comes in now with the play from the huddle, and Borough defense. See if do you bring pressure right now, or do you sit back, play that coverage, make the stop in front of you? It's the game plan in this one. So as they go receivers each way, wing back on the right side in the shotgun set, they motion the wing back across, run play off the left side edge here as they give it up and tackled in bounds, nowhere to go that time. Again, the defense, rush defense by Hillsboro Central Valley getting a stop.
Yeah, Sebastian Gayton there on the stop for Hillsboro Central Valley. A good 3 and out for the Borough defense, try to give the offense the ball back here at the end of the first quarter.
So Freilich, Miles Freilich, the punter, will come in looking to try and boot one. Or do they have Hoyland back there? Do they both have punted? Here,
Hoyland.
And it is Hoyland. And it's, oh, the flag comes in. He got hit as he got it off. Did not hit the ball. Hit the punter here as the ball rolls. And there's going to be a flag down here on the play.
Yeah, tough penalty there. You understand it if you're Hillsboro Central Valley, right? You're deep in their territory. Want to try to make a play for the punt block. Unfortunately, don't get unable to get the hand on it. Pulls out the flag, and we'll see what the yardage is if Northern Cass is able to retain possession.
Here, so it will continue there, and those penalties. Well, one thing that we have mentioned the last few weeks, whether it's been for them or against them, and this one will be against Hillsboro Central Valley. Northern Cass picks up their first down.
Now we'll see second life here for Northern Cass, see if they can use this to their advantage now. 1st and 10 after their first down here, waning stages of quarter number 1.
52 seconds on the clock. They send out 2 receivers right side, Kemet and Hoyland, out on that wide side of the field. They're going to play action, rolling out pressure in the face, batted up by Miller, and it's incomplete. There, good job by Jaguars just to jump on it, make sure it wasn't any sort of a fumble or anything. Crockett got on it just in case, but incomplete pass on the Bryce Miller deflected pass.
Yeah, good job by Miller. They're trying to get Brooks Crockett out in open space. He had a bit of room had the pass been completed, but Miller just able to use that a long wingspan of him. Able to get the ball on his hand on the ball, force the incomplete and second down.
Yeah, Crockett here with the 13 catches on the year, leads in both a number of catches, also yardage receiving as well. 13 for 211 there and a couple touchdowns here for the sophomore. 2 receivers, a right blitz comes from the Burros. Jaguars take it here to the left side, stopped in the backfield trying to make a move, and nothing there as a loss of 1 on the play. Just no time, just reaction that time, trying to move forward.
Yeah, Chase Halfley anticipating the snap count right there. Great job of Zeski making a couple-man miss, get back to the line of scrimmage, not forcing the sack, but a 3rd down and long here for Northern Cass.
Here, so 3rd and 10. So far they have not converted there with the running into the roughing the punter penalty, roughing the punter. The only first down. We'll see if they get this snap off here before the end of the quarter. In the shotgun set, little jumpy there from the Borough defense. They stay home, and looks like the Jaguars will be content to take it into the second quarter. 1 quarter in the books on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's Northern Cass 0, Hillsboro Central Valley 0. You're watching on yourliveevent.com.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Hillsboro Campground and Laundry is conveniently located right off I-29 exit 104, offering spacious pull-through sites large enough to accommodate Class A rigs with tow cars. Laundry services open 24/7, serving both our campground guests and local community. And for extra flexibility, furnished rentals are available up to 3 bedrooms, perfect for overflow guests or housing your harvest crew. Whether you're here for a night or a season, Hillsboro Campground has you covered.
Back here for the start of the second quarter, scoreless first quarter. Here as either team, well, Burrow's offense find a little bit of attraction, but then failing on fourth down for them as turned it over deep in Jaguar territory. Jaguars with a punt on their first possession, helped out with a roughing the punter penalty on this second one that has extended it, and now they face 3rd and 10 on their own 24-yard line. We flip sides, they now go from right to left. Receivers 2 right, 1 left. Burrow showing blitz as the snap comes back, and the throw here is deflected and incomplete. That time for Rachel.
Yeah,
And
Bryce
it'll bring up
Miller
fourth
there
down.
once again, just getting his paws up on that football, forcing the deflection, the pass breakup, another incompletion, and 4th down.
So now Burrow's special teams, they'll look to still be aggressive, but not hit the punter on this one. Here's a snap, comes back, and there the kick is off. High kick. Owens waits for it. It bounces, and I mean, if you could do that on the golf course, Brady, you wouldn't turn pro, but you'd shoot better than a 72.
You think I
on 9?
Okay, good. I was thinking like I don't, you know, I took golf my sophomore year of college at Ray Richards. Last day I got a par on the par 3/6, and I have not touched the club since because I figured it can only go downhill from there.
That's right there. So 11:49 to go here on this one. To the other 46, so a punt of 30 yards. Burrows get it just outside of Jaguar field position to go here on their 3rd drive of the game. Lushik runs the option. He's going to keep it himself, tucks inside. Here he'll cross midfield up to the 48 as he picks up 6 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, good read there. Just found what the hole was. With these conditions, don't try to do anything, you know, risky there. If you can get 5-6 yards on a play, do it to try to stay ahead of the change there for the Burros.
Out wide left side will be Bryce Miller. Rognus comes here to the right side. They trips up on the right side, actually. Here, run that pitch play with the option. Lushik keeps it, looks for the outside edge as his running back, Kazette, almost tried to turn into a blocker that time. Lushik does reach here along the sidelines, and they do say a 1st down.
Yeah, Komet Hoyland there on the stop, just able to force Lushik out of bounds, but Lushik able to find the chains and get enough for a 1st down.
Their 3rd 1st down of the game for Hillsboro Central Valley. So far, Lushik 1 of 4 passing, but 5 carries for 37 yards, helping to move the sticks and until 4th down, overcoming a couple of penalties with the legs last drive. Now he'll turn, handoff, first man through the fullback Gazette as he'll get it up to the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 1.
Yeah, Crockett and Brody Vanderwall there teaming up for the stop, limit it to just a gain of 1 and brings up 2nd down.
Northern Cass defensively, so far in 4 games, 27 tackles for loss. That's a really nice number to have. They're playing stout, getting some negative plays of the opposing team's offense too. So we'll see if they can keep pressure coming that way as the Burros come out in a pistol set. Trips up on the left side, halfway the receiver right side. They run the option. Lushik will pitch. It's on the ground. Ball bobbled. Who jumps on it? Jaguars say they got it.
Yeah, it's a pile there as we'll wait for the officials to unpile it, and Jag ball.
There, so the fumble on the pitch there, and it will be Jaguar ball. So just, I don't know if the pitch went off or if just wasn't caught cleanly, exactly what happened on that miscommunication, but the fumble gives the ball to the Jaguars. 10:24 to go in quarter number 2.
Yeah, and it briefly stopped raining, then kind of at that quarter break, the rain kind of come down, and it's raining pretty good, so that might have had an effect on that, the slippery ball. But nonetheless, the Jaguars able to get a big turnover here, see what their offense can do if they can get some momentum here in the second quarter.
Big scrum on that one. Wasn't able to see who came come up with it. But the Jaguars got the ball, so they have it on offense now. In a pistol set, their own 2 receivers left there as they take the snap, handoff, running left, off tackle on a little bit of sweet play as the pass. Ooh, wow. Extended out and then coming in, Sawyer Owens from the cornerback crashes in, gets the stop, and it'll be a gain of 2.
Well, Sawyer Owens is ready for wrestling season, as that was just a textbook blast double, lower down your level, and then just explode through the ball carrier there to get the tackle there for Sawyer Owens.
So it will be a 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard carry. Jaguars lining up here. Trips receivers to the right, to the left, empty backfield set. There's the go from the left hash mark. Snap is back. Reach will look in, and he's going to set up a kind of like a little screen, and as he's hit, the ball comes out. Are they going to call that a catch or no gain?
Incomplete. Yeah, trying to get Crockett there, as that was Chase Halfley in on the coverage. Looks like Crockett also might have made contact with one of his linemen. Nonetheless, just falls incomplete to the turf, brings up 3rd down.
So far, the Jaguars 0 of 3 on 1st down. So they look to convert one here and cross into midfield. 2 receivers right side, 2 left side, pistol set. They run motion here as Hoyland goes left to right. Back to pass, trying to set up that screen again. Nearly picked off by Madsen. Jack Madsen reaching up, nearly got the big bear paw on it. He'll deflect it out and it'll be incomplete.
Yeah, tried to get that screen once again. Madsen, a good job of recognizing it, trying to stay home, and then jumping really for all he's worth, able to get that paw on there, force the pass breakup, and another 4th down stop for Hillsboro Central Valley.
He's a wrestler and a hockey player. He doesn't have the vertical from the basketball court, you know. But there you go. Here's the snap back on the punt, nearly blocked again as a rolls here, bobbled, picked up now by Cassette as he ducks under a tackle, then with the hands around the waist saying, okay, you can be the plow just like we're doing the tractor pull on Hillsboro days, you know, and try and get up those extra few yards here just to the 29-yard line.
I think Coach Rob Owens over on that far sideline got to be impressed. That just looked like a duck under there for that you'd see on the wrestling mat, able to get skinny, get low, and able to get a couple of yards on that return.
So it will be, after the return, a net of 24 yards on that punt. Hillsboro Central Valley taking over, 9:18 to go in this 2nd quarter. Ball on their own 29-yard line. After the turnover on the last drive, they'll start under center, run the give here to Cassette as he crosses the 30 up to the 32, 3-yard gain for Carson Cassette.
Yeah, looked like Crockett there in on the stop there, as was 66 Luke Walski combining there for the tackle, just a gain of 2 to bring up 2nd down.
Burroughs played a scoreless first half last week. So far in 4 games, all 4 of them have been 1-score games. Through a quarter and almost a half of tonight, it's certainly trending in that direction for the Burros again in this one, in the tight battle. Trips receivers left side, run the pitch. It's going to be Lushik, turns it into power as Cassette just goes as a lead blocker and up along the sideline. Just couldn't find the edge until the very end, and he'll pick up 2 yards.
Yeah, good job by Northern Cass there, not giving up the edge, playing sound defensively there. Use that sideline as the advantage. Not much of a gain, sets up 3rd down as Northern Cass. Props to Hillsboro Central Valley defense so far, as well props to Northern Cass getting the stops when they've needed to so far in this first half.
So what do the Burros look for? We'll find out here. Rognus will come wide right. Miller in the slot right, and then inside of the trips receiver set will be Owens on that right side for Hillsboro Central Valley. Back to pass on a low snap. Lushik rolls to his right, looks out now, looks to run. He'll come to the near side at the 35. He tumbles forward here to the 40, and where are they going to spot him? I think he might be a yard short.
Yeah, I'll get it at the 39, so he needed 6. Looks like he got 5. Trevor Lee there in on the coverage. Field conditions, again, Lushik kind of stumbled a little bit. Might have had the corner there, but that stumble was that extra step that Lee needed, able to force him out and force. Nope, they will give him a first.
They will give him the first. They will give him a first down there. So Lushik running here, some by design, some by necessity in this first half. Jaguars do have 12 sacks on the year, so they can get some pressure. And so far, they've been able to put Lushik off his spot. Here's a run to the left side, trying to get to Owens. No room there. He's brought down, loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Trevor Lee in that linebacker position. He read it. He fired into the backfield, gets the tackle for no gain.
Lee, one of those pressure defenders there. 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks coming into this game, and he'll add another TFL to his stat line with that play. So second and long. As Brady, you said, with the rain drying up, stopping, does it feel like it's in a spot where we could see these teams go to the air a little bit more here as this game goes on?
You know, potentially, but it's one of those things where once you say, oh, the rain's stopped, it kind of picks up, so as now the ball on the field again.
Goes 5-hole through Lushik. He'll pick it up, roll to his right side. He's just going to toss it out of bounds. At the end was the receiver in the vicinity of Miller, but an incomplete pass there. And Lushik, he can play with the legs that time, just throwing it away to help avoid a negative play with his arm.
Yeah, Trevor Lee, he's had a heck of a couple plays there. Him again on this one, coming in from that linebacker position, blitzing, forcing the throw away to bring up third down and long.
Just looking at the stats coming in this one and then kind of seeing it play to fruition a little bit here in this first half. Lee and Crockett on the inside backers both make a ton of tackles so far. Lee definitely kind of that run thumper there with 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. Crockett has 3 picks, more of that pass coverage linebacker here right now. Here's rolling with the left side. Lushik looking. He's going to toss it deep. It is
incomplete.
That wasn't halted. Yeah, that was incomplete there.
I was looking for Miller, but Hoyland Freilich in on the coverage, able to jar the ball loose. Brings up 4th down.
He's trying to see if when he came down, if it landed in his hands there, but no, it will not. And so 4th down, Brody Dickoff likely coming out here in punt formation. Chase Affley would be the long snapper as well, too. Got to give some love to the long snapper. 6:19 to go in this first half. Scoreless game on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Low snap comes off, gets off as Dickoff puts a boot into this one. Here's it will go all the way back with a big roll inside the 20, inside the 15, down to about the 12-yard line. Oh, I got to do some math on that one. That's 49 yards?
Sure. I don't know. I went to, you don't want to quote me on math. Let's just say I got some help to pass my college math.
Brady, there's a lot of things we don't want to quote you on.
Yeah, that is true, too. Again, interesting for Northern Cass. Second time for the punt. They're playing it safe, so have not had a man way back in coverage, and right there cost them as that good roll for Hillsboro Central Valley, flipping the field position.
So as it moves back, the Jaguar offense coming out here. Punts on their first 3 possessions, and they have a long drive potential here to put together. Of note, too, Jaguars deferred with the opening coin toss, so they would have the option to receive it as well. They run the man in motion, hand it off on the, look like the read option, and it'll be 2-yard play that time for Parker Zeski.
Yeah, Zeski there, as looked like Matson, one of them, in on the tackle. Short gain brings up 2nd down.
From the right hash mark, seeing here for the Borough defense, Sebastian Gayton coming in at the defensive end. Doing some of those subs down there, sliding people around. Jacob Miller, the freshman, starting at safety, rolls up here from that strong side as Hoyland goes in, Freilich goes in a deep motion from the inside left receiver behind. They give it to Zeski again, and nowhere to run that time. Bryce Miller wrapping him up.
Yeah, just wasn't even blocked there. Came in free, gets the TFL to set up 3rd down.
Oh, another 3rd down for Northern Cass. The team has been particularly successful in this one as Mikulecki checks out. Wayland returns to the huddle for Northern Cass. Bringing that play on 3rd and long. They've been going to those screen plays, trying to slow down the Borough rush. See what they do here. Trips out to the left side. in the pistol formation. Rachel. We got a whistle. And that's going to be on Northern Cass, their first penalty. There for the 5 yards on the procedural. Going to make this 3rd and long a little bit longer.
Yeah, Northern Cass, it looks like they were trying to go on 2. Credit to the Burros, able to hold the rodder, didn't jump. Got one of the Jaguar receivers on this near side to jump, back him up 5 yards.
We'll stay with those trips on the left side for Northern Cass. Lone receiver up to the right side, pistol formation, 1 back in the backfield with Rachel. He's looking to his right. Now coming back to the left. Now he's going to roll to his right. Finding in the middle, and it's caught. Caught there for on a little comeback route. Went deep, saw the scramble drill, so you come back to your quarterback, you make the catch, and you pick up the first down. There's
good job by Freilich there. Just a scramble drill. Freilich coming back to the towards the line of scrimmage there, just finding an open spot in the defense. Credit to the quarterback Rachel there, able to find him, pitch and catch, get the first down.
17 yards on that 3rd down play. So again, with the 3 receivers out to the left side, and there, we might have a substitution thing there as coming off late to the sideline. No flag coming out. Here's they run up the middle that time off the left side, and it will be just a short gain that time.
Yeah, Brooks Crockett on the carry there was met right there at the line of scrimmage. A good job of just lowering that shoulder, able to break a couple of tackles, turning a no gain into a gain of 8.
Yeah, I was watching as they came off the field. Howard Gellner, one of the sub-wide receivers, was coming out, and I guess he wasn't technically in the huddle there when they broke it, just took his time to get off the field. Almost looked like he was jogging out with his receivers. Here in a split back set, it'll be snap back, handoff, second man through, right side, nowhere on that side, being driven back. Griffin Mitzel helping them make the play there on Zeski.
Yeah, good job by Mitzel there, able to read it, attacking. No gain there, sets up another important 3rd down here as clock ticking under 3 minutes now to go until halftime.
Substitutions come out here for Northern Cass as Parker Zeski comes out here, so we'll be on 3rd and mid-range. Don't have the official numbers here, but I'm just trying to remember back. I think both teams just the 1 3rd down conversion apiece here in this first half. Twins receivers left side, split back set. Rachel waiting for the snap. It comes in. He'll turn. He'll hand off, and the pile will get pushed forward for a yard, but needed more than that. Bring up now a 4th down.
Yeah, Bryce Miller in on the stop there, just grabbing the cloth there of Crockett, holding on for dear life, able to drag him down, but looks like did get enough for the first down.
Okay. I did not see that on that far side there. Okay. From the right hash mark, 2 minutes to go here in this first half. Jaguars move the chains here. Second first down on this drive. Burrows blitz timed up here as they run the play out to the right side. They'll pitch it off and trying to find room. Whistle comes in after everyone flows to the ball, and here we'll look at the gain on this one here. No yards.
Yeah, Jack Madsen, one of them in on the stop, able to get the tackle for no gain there.
Here is Galecki will come out here. Gallner will come in. Receivers out wide here. As Rachel, both teams with 3 timeouts left still in this first half. Here's the turn on the give cut back here into the middle as the defensive end that time, actually the linebacker Kazette forced him back in, and then brought down by the safety Lushik and linebacker Mitzel, a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, good job. Able to flow, stay with the ball carrier in on that cutback, able to keep the ball carrier in front of them. Minimal gain to force 3rd down.
Under a minute to go. Clock still running. In the shotgun set here, back to pass. Now looking, Rachel. Pressure coming. He's going to roll out. He gets away from the initial pressure by Miller, throws it over. It's intercepted! Did he get the feet down?
Yes, he did. Chase Hafley on the interception.
Chase Hafley, his first pick of the season, as just floating over, tried to float it to the back on the near sideline. Hafley comes over, makes the pick.
Yeah, scramble drill. You saw it work for Northern Cass earlier on this drive. This time, Hafley, though, able to read the eyes, find it, and then when the ball's in the air and he's around, he's going to go for it. Diving, able to leap, got the possession, able to get the feet down, survive the ground, and get the pick and potentially set the offense up in good field position, try to steal one before the half.
Well, he's a baseball player. He can make those diving grabs, right? Here they run the pitch play out to Cassette on the left side, trying to find room. He'll weave his way, stop. Now up here to the 45 to the 44-yard line. 5-yard gain. Clock will run. Clock will then stop as they take the timeout. Our timeouts here with 31 seconds, call it 32 seconds to go in the first half. 0-0 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Your timeout's brought to you by Bank North, your trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. See what values-based banking can do for you. Visit banknorth.com, banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Here in this first half, a defensive battle so far. A couple of drives extended, a penalty, a third down scramble there. Burrows had a scoring position there that they weren't able to punch it in from the red zone. Now after an interception on by their defense, Burrows trying to mount a drive here before the half. Lushik back to pass, looking. He's covered up and brought down for the sack.
Yeah, Luke Walski there, just able to come in on the straight rush, beat his man, get the sack.
That will mark it back, and basically I think that's going to put the teams in let's get to halftime mode. And I don't think the Burros are even going to snap the ball here as we're under 10 seconds to go. They're going to run up, and maybe they are going to try something here right before we're going to get timeout. We're going to get timeout here. 4.1 is on the clock. We'll see if they add anything else to it. But your timeouts from Bank North, first half comes to an end when we're back on yourliveevent.com.
Keep yourself healthy as we head back to school and into the autumn season. Hillsboro Drug and Gift is your locally owned full-service pharmacy with prescription and over-the-counter medications, cough and cold medications, and more. And don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Here, the final play of the first half. Burrows rolling out to the right side. Lushik, look, he's going to heave, and it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete there, just getting rid of the ball. That will be our final play of the first half as we go into halftime. Scoreless, 0-0 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Here on yourliveevent.com as we get set for your halftime report. Let's go down to the field. Brady Siebel's going to have our halftime coach's comments.
Yeah, Pastor Joe Johnson here for Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll meet him as he's talking with the official here. As Pastor Joe, halftime here. Defensively, got to be pleased with not letting them in on the scoreboard.
Yeah, defensively getting some stops on the offensive side. Penalties have hurt us. A few misplays, missed blocks have hurt us, and we need to get our offense going.
Yeah, what adjustments can you make here in the second half to try to get that offense going?
Well, obviously cleaning it up is the big thing, and we'll make some adjustments on the line with a couple of different blocking concepts and get it cleaned up.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck in the second half.
Joe Johnson, head coach of Hillsboro Central Valley. Your halftime coach's comments. Your halftime show brought to you by Hunter Insurance. 0-0 Northern Cass and Hillsboro Central Valley on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to the city of Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity. Here, you don't just find a house, you find a quality of life. safe neighborhoods, affordable living, and a community that treats your family like their own. Build your dream home with lots starting at an attractive price and enjoy homeowner incentives and grant funds to help make it yours. Come live, work, and thrive in Hillsboro, where you don't just live, you belong. The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Halftime report on yourliveevent.com, brought to you by Hunter Insurance as the homecoming court of Northern Cass being announced on the field right now. Here is being recognized homecoming week, having the Hall of Fame presentations as well. Here, so a fun week for Northern Cass and a fun first half there, especially if you like defense. 0-0 after one half of play as we go to our half summary. In the first half, Hillsboro Central Valley with the ball. They go 3-0 and punt. Northern Cass with the ball. They go 3-0 and punt. Burrows then from the 43-yard line try and start a drive. They go 6 minutes, 4 seconds, but they turn it over on downs in the red zone. Give it back to the Northern Cass Jaguars on the 8-yard line. Jaguars were about to go 3-0, but in a punt formation, the punter was run into, roughing the punter called, extended the drive, ended up in an eventual punt at the beginning of the second quarter, but instead of having it with field position of making them punt from their end zone, Burrows ended up getting the ball in their own territory at their 46. So chance for them to put together a drive, but they would fumble. Our first turnover of the first half, both teams with one turnover in that first half. The fumble on the pitch play, whether it was weather-related or what, didn't matter, as Northern Cass would jump on it here, and they would attempt a drive there that, let's see, that one would go to, that mark would be a quick 3-0 with a punt with the 9:18 to go in the second quarter. Burrows take over. They punt as well. There is not finding a whole lot of rushing room after some early scrambles by quarterback Tyson Lushik. Throwing the ball there difficult in the first half. Both teams was with just a one completion apiece there. So a punt back there with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Jaguars take the ball deep in their own territory at the 10-yard line. They do put together a 5-minute drive, but it ends in an interception. Chase Halfley picks it off for Hillsboro Central Valley. That gives them a chance to try and do something before the half, but a sack on second down pushes them back. They take a final timeout trying to get something going with a heave, but it's incomplete. And the final play, and scoreless, we'd go into halftime 0-0. We'll look at our first half stats and more when we come back. This is the Hunter Insurance Halftime Report on yourliveevent.com. Northern Cass and Hillsboro scoreless on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Needham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Needham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Needham Seeds Caledonia.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartments. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Hunter Insurance Halftime Report. Hunter Insurance, dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance. Requests from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online, hunterinsuranceagency.com. Hall of Fame in 2025 inductees being announced here for Northern Cass, part of their homecoming week and the festivities and everything else that goes on during this week. And offensively, not a lot going on in the first half, with Northern Cass and Hillsboro Central Valley scoreless in the half. Look at our stats here. It was 14 rushes for 20 yards in the first half for Northern Cass. 2 for 0 yards there by Trevor Lee. Parker Zeski with 8 carries for just 4 yards. And it was Brooks Crockett with 4 carries, a total of 16 on those carries in the first half. Passing the ball, it was Hudson Reichel going 1 of 7 for 17 yards and an interception. Completed that 17-yard catch there to Miles Freilich there for the 1 catch in the first down. 37 yards of total offense, 20 on the ground, 17 through the air. 1 turnover in the first half. 1 penalty for 5 yards here, and 2 first downs for Northern Cass in our opening frame. For the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, Sawyer Owens 7 carries, 25 yards. It would be Carson Kazette 5 carries, 13 yards. Tyson Lushik 8 carries, 44 yards. 1 team carry for a negative 8 yards on a sack here. So a total of 21 carries, 74 yards on the ground. 1 of 7 passing for Lushik for 7 yards. That went to Bryce Miller for a 7-yard first down in the first half. 7 plus 74, 81 yards of offense, 1 turnover, 4 first downs, 4 penalties, totaling 10, 20, 35 yards in that first half. There's the offensive statistics there for the two teams. Defensively, it was Northern Cass's Luke Walski with a sack. They did have a fumble recovery there in the scrum, unable to identify who officially came up with that fumble recovery. Defensively for Hillsboro Central Valley, Chase Halfley with an interception on defense as well. That's our first half summary, our first half stats here on your Hunter Insurance halftime report. 0-0. On your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Northern Cass, Hillsboro Central Valley. We start the second half same way we did the first, scoreless on yourliveevent.com.
At Northern Cass, we believe every learner has the power to change the world, and we're here to help them do just that. That's why we're not your average school district. We deliver a world-class education built on trust, authentic relationships, and bold, innovative practices that prepare learners for whatever path they choose. From our passionate educators to our close-knit community, everything we do is rooted in purpose, connection, and a belief in every learner's greatness. Come see what makes Northern Cass a place where learners thrive, both in and out of the classroom. Learn more at northerncasschool.com.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Halftime report on yourliveevent.com. 0-0 Northern Cass and Hillsboro Central Valley. And this one, as we're going to go down to the field right there at the 25-yard line, 26-yard line actually, where Brady Siebel's down with head coach Tyler Hukestead for the Northern Cass Jaguars.
Yeah, Coach, defensively, talk about that. Got to be pleased keeping that as 0 on the scoreboard in the first half.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, our defense has been balling all season. It's been great to have it continue in this game, and we got to continue for 24 more minutes. We're going to lean on them a lot. Yeah, I mean, backs against the wall a couple times there in our territory, and ultimately always held them to 0 points, and we got to keep doing that.
Offensively, what's an adjustment to try to make here to try to get some movement, try to get on the scoreboard?
Yeah, it took us about a quarter to kind of figure out kind of what they're doing. In the second quarter, you started to move the ball a little bit better. With the rain dying down a little bit, we can throw the ball a little bit more and get the ball to some of our athletes in space. But we just got to keep doing with our adjustments in the first half and continue that with the second half.
Tyler, thanks for the time. Good luck in the second half.
Awesome, thank you.
Head coach Tyler Hukestead for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Homecoming week for them. They're tied scoreless with Hillsboro Central Valley 0-0 on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. This wraps up our halftime report. Your halftime report from Hunter Insurance. Visit the website, hunterinsuranceagency.com, for more information. We'll come back. Second half comes your way next on yourliveevent.com.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
If you have concern or questions about the mental health of yourself or a loved one, Trail District Health Unit's Credible Mind platform offers convenient and confidential resources to help inform you about mental well-being. Credible Mind offers 21 different assessments to guide you in your mental health journey, from sleep quality and burnout to anxiety and depression. To get started today and learn about your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, visit traildistricthealthunit.crediblemmind.com.
Well, we held down the A button and skipped through the rest of halftime as we're lining up for the kickoff here to start the second half. Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Northern Cass. The Burros, ball fall off the tee, got to put it back there, so Bryce Miller getting ready to kick it off. Scoreless here in your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. A couple other scores. Big region matchup, Lisbon and Oaks. Lisbon leading 12-0 at half. Those two right now top of the standings in Region 1. Valley City leading Mayport CG 26-0, and it's EEK leading Sargent County 21-0. 0-0, here's the kick as it is eventually just fallen on, not fielded cleanly, and fall upon on the 20-yard line, and that is where Northern Cass will start their second half offense.
Yeah, Howard Gellner there, and on the able to fall on the football. Tried to see if he could maybe get it on the run. Went through his grabs, then just make the safe play there. Just fall on it. Make sure you have possession for your offense.
Walski, Summerfield, Vanderwall, Williams, Dixon on the offensive line. Kemet, Hoyland, Grandelin as the receivers. Parker Zeski as the running back. Brooks Crockett, your tight end. Quarterback, Hudson Rachel there for Northern Cass. So they get set in this one. They'll go 2 wide right, 1 left. H-back on the left side. They run deep motion. They'll hand off on the give inside of the running back. And brought down here at the 24-yard line for Parker Zeski. He picks up 4 yards and makes it now a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Zeski on the tackle. Mitzel, one of them in on the stop, as was Brody Dickoff as well, getting the stop. But good yardage here on first down, sets up second down and medium.
Borough defense, Jack Matson, Colin Jenin, Brody Dickoff, Bryce Miller, your starting defensive line. Carson Kazette, Griffin Mitzel, Chase Halfley, your backers. Sawyer Owens and Brody Rognes, your corners, with Tyson Lushik and Jacob Miller, your safeties. In the pistol set, 2 receivers right side, tight end left side, early movement. Going to mark them back 5 yards. Theirs will bring up now back here to a 2nd and 10. Essentially for Northern Cass.
Yeah, mostly clean there for the first half for Northern Cass. Can't afford penalties here in this tight a game in the second half. Got good positive yardage on first down. Negated there is now at 2nd down and 10.
We'll stay in that same formation. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Pistol set with a tight end H-back on the left side of the quarterback as well. They'll hand off, running through the middle, getting some yardage on these first 2 carries there before Burrows make the stop and get it up here. Going to be a 3rd and 7 now.
Yeah, Breidenbach in there on the tackle, able to grab the jersey, wait for reinforcements to come. Another 3rd down here for the Burrows, try to get off the field.
Burrow defense has done well to do that on 3rd down so far today. Just the 1 3rd down converted by Northern Cass in the first half. Tight formation on the right side edge there, and then twins up on the left side. Back to pass, rolling right, looking for a wheel route for Crockett. He'll come back over the middle, and it's off the hands, incomplete. That time looking for Hoyland.
Crockett was the intended receiver there.
I had 2 and 8 mixed up there.
Good protection there for Northern Cass. Gave Rachel the pocket there, but ball was there. Just maybe looked before he caught it. Falls incomplete, and 3 and out, 4th down. Jaguars forced to punt.
Bringing out that punt team here is the soft pressure, high punt here, and it will be Peter being called out as it will go to the 44-yard line. End up being a net of 19 on the punt. Give the ball back to Hillsboro Central Valley. 10:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Good field position as they start this drive here at the Jaguar 44-yard line.
Yeah, Charlie Thompson there, able to down the bunt for Northern Cass. Great field position for the Burros in plus territory. See if they can get something going, break this scoreless tie here in the second half.
Field position is going to be key in this one down the second half, just going to say. I formation. Lushik runs the option left side. They force the pitch out on the edge, trying to shake one back and get up to the edge, back to the original line of scrimmage there for Carson Cazette. There's not a, Sawyer Owens on that one. No gain on that first down play.
Yeah. Owens able to make the first defender miss, but Brooks Crockett coming in there. You're not going to make him miss many times. Able to get the stop for a no gain, maybe a loss of half a yard, second down.
Brooks coming in, tied for the team lead in total tackles, along with his fellow inside linebacker Trevor Lee. A couple of young linebackers there that are playing pretty good ball. Here's a quarterback power out to the right side. Lushik tucks it and jumps forward. Picks up a gain of 4. Going to bring up now a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, a host of Jaguars there just swarming to the football there, limited it to just a gain of 1. And now Northern Cass the chance to force the 3 and out.
Luke Wolski, Caden Williams, Brody Vanderwall on the defensive line, Parker Zeski, Trevor Lee, Brooks Crockett, Carter Grandelin on the linebacking core, Hunter Kemet, Gabe Steele, along with safeties Chris Hoyland and Brody Zeski in the defensive backfield. Third down, call it 3rd and 8 here on this set. Trips to the left side. Lushik looking that way. He throws it in the out route. It's unable to be held on to. A little high and couldn't haul it in. Sawyer Owens unable to get to it. Incomplete pass. That brings up 4th down.
Yeah, Owens diving for it. Brody Zeski was right there, was setting up for the hit. Might have affected Owens trying to make the catch, but nonetheless, a 3 and out. And so far, the Jaguars able to force 4th down. Plus side of the field here, the Burros. We'll see what they try to do if they try to keep the offense on the field.
Jaguars are going to have back deep to receive. Here is, they'll have, looks like Freilich back there.
Yeah, number 3, Miles Freilich.
Dickoff will punt. Here's he gets it off, trying to pin him deep. Fair catch is called. Held on to, going down on the knees to field it, and no return on the punt. There inside. Where are they going to put it at? And see where the knees officially touch down at. Here, but it will be Northern Cass football. 8:51 to go in this third quarter. Here from the left hash mark, they're officially going to mark it there at, you're at the 9-yard line, so it ends up being a 32-yard punt. Jaguars calling out, trying to get the Burros to jump. They stay home. They hand off instead, going right side, off tackle, spinning off as Eski tries to get some extra yards. The Burros try to rip the ball away. He said, no, this is mine. Picks up an extra couple yards off that spin, makes it a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, credit Zeski there, high and tight. The Burros trying to reach, seeing if they can force the turnover, but Zeski keeping it up there, putting that 2 hands on the football, lowers the shoulder, gets 5 yards as helping give some room for Northern Cass as they're pinned deep in their territory.
Here, ball on the 15-yard line now. So the Jaguars seeing the defense rotate up there with the motion coming right to left. The Jaguars hand off into the teeth of that Burro defense, and they kick back on that one to not give up the rushing yardage. You're going to set up, again, a 3rd down. Did gain 1 yard.
Yeah, Mitzel there coming in, able to read it, get the tackle. So brings up a 3rd down here for the Jags.
Rachel will bring in the play call now. So far, both the teams, passing-wise, has not been their forte. Both 1 of 8. 17 yards for the Jaguars and 7 yards for the Burros on that offensive side of the ball. Here on 3rd down, Jaguars back to pass, looking to the right side. Coming back left side. Pressure coming now. Trying to get away. The throw to the sideline is incomplete. Pressure coming and getting the ball away. There, Rachel just living to play another down.
Yeah, pressure came. Colin Jenin there. Jack Madsen in on the rush, forcing Rachel out towards his left. And smart play, just throw it into the sideline, not try to force anything. And then just try to play the field position, see if you can get a good punt here.
So Burros will have Sawyer Owens. He will backpedal here to his own 45. Officials stop the Are they swapping out the football? They are. Didn't like that. Got to get the kicking ball in, right? There. So Owens back to receive as the punt comes in. Punting has not been the big distances the Jaguars have seen, but they've done enough here to push a little field position in this one. Here's a snap. Good snap, comes back and gets a good kick. Line drive off. Will take a bounce. Owens will pick it up here at his 41-yard line on the right side. Stop, start, now on his feet, tries to reverse field. He's still going, and he's finally corralled down just shy of the 50. Ends up being a 5-yard return, but he was ducking, dipping, diving on that one here, trying to find any bit of running room.
I think he forgot the dodge to get the 5 Ds, but yeah, Owens able to get a couple yards here. Good job by Northern Cass. They went kind of with that directional punt, trying to keep it away from Owens, the returner. Got a good run. Able to kind of flip field position here out towards midfield, see if the defense can maybe make a play.
Thanks for correcting me on that, Patches. Appreciate it. 1st and 10 for Hillsboro Central Valley in the I formation. They'll turn handoff. Second man through is Owens as he's evading the rush at the line of scrimmage. Spins off that and tumbling forward here for a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, Trevor Lee making the first contact. Then Crockett kind of fishing him off, throwing him to the ground. Limited just a couple yards, second down.
Hillsboro Central Valley in this one. Long time in the huddle here. As they get the ball here on the right hash mark, they'll come out. They send out Chase Halfley and looks like Carson Gazette on the left side. Lone back, and the snap goes high over Lushik's head. He's running back, looks over his shoulder, sees he has room to pick it up. He's going to pick it, chuck it, and that might be the best throwaway highlight I've ever seen.
Yeah, credit to Lushik there. That one way over his head. No chance for him to get it, but yeah, able to kind of took that last little peek there to see where the Jaguar defenders were, what the play was, if he should just fall on it. Had enough time and space to pick it up, and then, yeah, able to chuck it, get it back to the line of scrimmage to not force an intentional grounding. It's just a third down.
And did have the receiver in the area as well, too. So they're able to avoid that, and instead of 3rd and 30, it's 3rd and 9. Flat motion coming right to left to set up 3 on that side. Lushik back to pass. Pressure comes in his face. He ducks around him. Says back to the right side. He's got a little bit of room now. He'll make a throw here to the right side, and it's picked off! Making a break on the ball, and the interception for the Jags.
Yeah, Freilich there on the pick. Scramble drill. Freilich able to see it, cut in front of the intended receiver, and the Jaguars a big defensive stop, forcing the turnover near midfield.
6:10 to go in this third quarter. Interception. Freilich in that one, his first pick of the year. And yeah, there we go. Second turnover by the Burros there. Is that that matches their season total coming into the game. So with 6:10 to go, third quarter, Jaguar ball, 1st and 10, and it's going to be at the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line. 2 receivers right here as they run left away from that play, giving up Zeski and trying to find a little bit more room. They have found some running lanes here to start this second half, at least on first down. Here's they pick up half the distance with 5.
Yeah, gain of 5. Credit to Halfley there. Made contact, able to stand his ground, not letting Zeski fall forward, limited to just that gain of 5. But good yardage here on first down to set up second down and medium for the Jags.
Here as Zeski comes out, Jags will instead here send 2 receivers to the near side. Have that pistol formation with the wing back on the left side. And they send flat motion and power up here on the near right side. They run the ball through the middle on the left side, a little weak side action. And picking up 2 yards that time for Brooks Crockett.
Yeah, Sebastian Gayton there in on the stop from that defensive lineman position. Able to grab him, force him to the minimal gate, and third down here once again for the Jaguars.
5:06 to go, third quarter. Scoreless on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Yes, I agree with that text you just sent me, listener. Thank you for watching here today on yourliveevent.com. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. here, and you can be up to date on all the broadcasts coming your way with yourliveevent.com. Pistol set. Looking, handing off, running left side, and defense swarming that time for the Burros. They get the stop on third down.
Yeah, gave it to Trevor Lee there on that false start, far side, and like you said, just that swarming defense. A couple Burro players there able to swarm, get the ball carrier before he can reach the stick, set up fourth down, and the Jags going to bring the punt team out once again.
With the punt team coming out, Jags unable to do anything with the interception here, but at the very least, they'll have a chance to kick it deep and try and give the Burros the long field to go after they've played the majority on that end of the field. A low line drive might have actually been deflected or touched by the defense, but it'll get a big Jaguar roll. Here it'll be down to the 20-yard line, so a 35-yard punt after the roll. Here sets it up now for Hillsboro Central Valley.
Talk about that field position, right? Last drive, Hillsboro Central Valley starting it in plus side in Northern Cass territory with that interception, a good punt, no return, eliminating that, and as now Hillsboro Central Valley backed up inside their 20.
So who can get some offensive momentum going, figure out the other team's defense, make those adjustments, and put the ball in a spot to score? We'll find out as the Burros run the option play, left side. Owens hurdles one guy, more of a low hurdle than a high hurdle, but he gets back up to the 22-yard line, and big run for just 3 yards.
Yeah, able to get a couple of moves there. Crockett brings him down, but positive yardage there on first down for Hillsboro Central Valley.
And I think the Burros here in this one will say, hey, let's keep getting those 3-4 yard carries. Just keep moving the ball. Let's tire out this defense. Both defenses have been playing really well. Both defenses, though, got guys going both ways. So, one, if you can rest some guys with your offense, tire out their defense, I think that's a big key on this drive right now with 3:10 to go in this third quarter. Turn, handoff, inside give here to the fullback, and nowhere to go that time for Carson Cassette. Wrapped down, no gain.
Yeah, Crockett, Grandelin, a number of others there, and on the stop, read it perfectly, no gain, sets up third down.
Hillsboro Central Valley. Hold on, let me check. Let me check my numbers real quick. Am I? Yeah, we don't have a first down yet in this third quarter. We do not. So we'll here see what the Burros can do on third and long. So they bring the play in and break the huddle with 13 on the play clock. They send Rognus and Miller to the right side. Halfley tight end left side. They'll go split backs in that shotgun formation. Back to pass. Lushik looking. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run. Thought about launching. Instead, he tucks it, lowers the shoulder, gets it up here about 3 yards short, picks up 4 yards on the scramble.
Yeah, Parker Zeski in on the stop there. Again, like you mentioned, pocket was collapsing. Lushik just deciding to lower the shoulder and got enough for a first down.
It looked like he wanted to go to Halfley on kind of a go route on this near side. I did not see downfield where the coverage was, if he was open, and just didn't think he had the time there with the pocket presence to make it. But they do get the first down, and they'll move the chains. Here now with 3 to the left side. Bobble the snap, ends up pitching it off near side, and up here to the 35-yard line. Going to be a gain of 5 on that first down run for Owens.
Yeah, Freilich in on that first stop. Brody Zeski able to finish the tackle, but again, positive yardage like you mentioned there. Just kind of chip away here. Don't need the big play, but 4 or 5 yards per play. That will add up for Hillsboro Central Valley. Just see if they can maybe grind out a drive here end of the third, into the early stages of the fourth coming up.
Second down here, and see what they do under center. Twins to the right side, tight end left side. They send flat motion in, kind of a crack back block motion as they run the toss play to the right side, finding room along the edge up near the first down stick. Should have the first down carry. So Owens is forced out.
Hoyland able to force him out, but Owens able to get the corner, knew where the sticks were, able to find it and get a first down.
And back-to-back first downs, move them up here, approaching midfield. Substitutions come out for Northern Cass. Caden Williams comes out. Looks like 68 Jackson Sinclair getting a run there at that nose tackle. 1st and 10, Hillsboro Central Valley moving on this drive. Here already 3 minutes into this drive. Misdirection here as the fullback goes left, running back goes right. Who has the ball as it's
Mitzel. Great job there. Burrows trying to go trickery, trying to go with the reverse, not fooled as Northern Cass able to read, find the ball, and get a TFL.
Yeah, fooled me on that far side.
Well, that's not the hard part, is fooling you.
You're right. You're right. 2nd down here, back behind the sticks. Burrows go to the air as Lushik looking to pass, backpedaling, pressure in his face immediately, and brought down for the sack.
Yeah, brought down for the sack. Brody Vanderwall as Lushik kind of bobbled the snap, getting it from that shotgun formation. So he was kind of fiddling with it, seeing if he could get the grip right. And by the time he was able to perfect the grip, Vanderwall was right there and sacks him for the loss.
Minus 12 on the sack on the final play of the 3rd quarter. We stay scoreless going to the 4th. It's 3rd and very long for the Burros when we come back on yourliveevent.com.
For nearly 40 years, West Main Pizza has been serving up hot, delicious pizzas and other favorites, like sub sandwiches, calzones, chicken wings, pasta dishes, paninis, and more. With 2 locations on East Main in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, we offer dine-in, takeout, and online ordering at westmainpizza.net. Discover more than just pizza at West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, your neighborhood favorite since 1986.
4th quarter now. Hillsboro Central Valley forcing a 3rd down where they have a long distance to go with the negative run and a sack on those last 2 plays. And you come down to the 4th quarter, and it's often called winning time, and we'll see who can win these final 12 minutes. Both offenses have really struggled to get some things going in this one. The rushing attack for the Jaguars has picked up in the second half, just haven't had a lot of opportunities with 3 and outs on their their 3 second half possessions. Burrows did move the ball a little bit, but an interception here now, this sack pushing them back as well. Certainly hurting the cause, so they will flip to the other side of the field as we do as well. And get ready for these final 12. Brady, your thoughts here on what we look to see.
Yeah, similar to what, having Northern Cass just like 2 weeks ago, a defensive battle here, as it just seems like, one team's going to make that one play, maybe get that one open receiver, get that one missed tackle, broken tackle, try to get the big play.
Burrows looking back to pass, set up a screen. Lushik will dump it off here. It's caught by Kazette, but nowhere to go with it. He makes it up to the 29-yard line, going to be a 4-yard catch. But that will be it on a 3rd down and bring out the punt unit.
Trevor Lee in on the tackle. The Burros just going with that safe option play. Good job by Northern Cass, able to read it, keep the players in front of you. Don't give up that big play. Force the punt. See if you can get something on offense.
Just want to make the comment here. These region opponents are pretty darn competitive in this year.
Yeah,
Region 1.
Yeah, this new Region 1 in single A football, I think, with a couple teams, a couple of the bigger schools moving out, I think it's perfect. Every single week is a dogfight for these teams.
Here comes the Brody Dickoff punt, as good punt here. Will be fumbled, muffed there at the 30-yard line, and then Bryce Miller brings him back down here, and it's going to be marked back at the 25-yard line. So from one 25 to the other, and that's going to net with the loss on the muff, 50 yards for the Burros special teams.
Yeah, Miles Freilich there in on the return, was trying to make a play, didn't secure the ball right as he was trying to start the run, able to get back on it, but really no return there as that flips the field for the Burros as 1st and 10 from the 25 for Northern Cass.
11:06 to go in a scoreless game. 5 minutes left in the 3rd. Lisbon leads Oaks 12-0. Valley City leads Mayport CG at half 26-0. EEK, big second quarter, now leading 42-0 at halftime over Sargent County here, and then scoreless here with Northern Cass taking over with the ball on offense against Hillsboro Central Valley. Deep motion comes here, left to right, the read option, and it's going to be quarterback a keep here. Bounce it out to the right side, and then brought down by the trailing defense, crossing the 30 up to the 32, where Mitzel brings down Rachel.
Yeah, all the motion was going to the right, then Rachel puts the foot in the ground, goes left, see if they can get it on the counter play there. Credit to Mitchell, able to find it, see who's still at the ball, and get the tackle, but able to get it in half as it's now 2nd and 5.
A couple other scores from the area. Grafton defeated Turtle Mountain in Region 2. Here as Langdon, number 1 team, leading rugby at half, 21-6. There with a 18-8 win for Park River area over Carrington. A couple Region 2 scores for you in this one. Again, that deep motion, they run the read option. This time they hand it through, ball pops out, and it's going to be close. Officials going to come in. I think the Jags jump back on it. If they did, it's going to be a loss back here, 3 yards, and it is Rachel able to get back on it.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. It seemed like maybe it was trying to be one of those like pop pass, shovel passes, but nonetheless, ball on the turf. Northern Cass fortunately able to get back on the football to retain possession.
3rd and 8, looked to convert. Had the scramble drill first down earlier back in the first half. See what they can do here in similar territory as when that happened. They motion Zeski out of the backfield to the right side, set up a screen left side. They get it off to Kemet, his first catch today, pushing the pile, keeping the feet moving, and he'll pick up the first down.
Yeah, just a quick cube or wide receiver screen, able to get a block there on the corner, enough for a first down for the Jags.
There as they motion the back out, a little misdirection there, set up the screen to the left side, opposite way near to us, and the first down for the Jaguars. So they move the chains here, keep the clock rolling here with 9:12 to go in this 4th quarter. Motion, Crockett left side to right side, pistol set. Hands off in the middle, trying to find room back to left side. Zeski will pop out, and he'll go from -1 to +3. 3-yard carry on that one. Good vision.
Yeah, trying to go to the right, nothing there. There was no hole, so then Zeski just finding it, bouncing it to that near sideline. Like you mentioned, able to turn a loss into at least positive yardage there on first down to set up 2nd.
Mikulecki comes out, Hoyland comes in, rotation for the Jaguars here. Both teams trying to keep some guys fresh down the stretch. 2 receivers right now, 3 receivers right as Freilich goes out to that side. 1 left, pistol set. Rachel has pressure come in his face, set up the screen, and it is off the fingertips that time. Calling that screen against the blitz, well timed, but in his face, just had to get rid of it and overthrows his lieutenant receiver trying to pop it up over everyone.
Yeah, I was trying to get that to Parker Zeski. Like you mentioned, rush came. They were going for him, so tried to pop it up there, just unable to find the receiver. Falls incomplete and 3rd down and long.
Here as they went with that receiver screen to Kemet earlier on the drive for the first down. Needing 7 yards to go here on 3rd. They send 3 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun with the running back to the right side. Rachel awaits the snap, comes back, he steps up, looks here to fire over the middle, and it is held on to and caught. Picture perfect throw that time. First down, Jags up to the 40.
Yeah, able to get it to Freilich. He just ran a simple seam route, straight go ahead. Found a little pocket in between the linebackers and the safeties. Credit to Zeski, credit to Rachel. Found him, able to get the big first down on the gain and set up Northern Cass there in plus territory.
18 yards, and they get into Borough territory. There, 2 catches, 35 yards for him. 3 for 12 passing now for Rachel for the 44 yards and a pick. He'll be in the pistol set. Motions a man left to right, now looking to pass. Pressure comes from the backside. He steps up. Good pocket presence there, and then we're going to be a horsepower tackle there, and that's going to move it up. So the short run becomes longer. Penalty on the Burros.
Yeah, Jacob Miller was coming in on the blitz there from that linebacker position, forcing Rachel to rush, and then just unfortunate for the Burros. One of them on the inside got up by the nameplate, drug him down, and that's another penalty as Northern Cass will get a first down again.
Okay, they're going to call it a face mask there, and so we'll see. They do call it the personal foul penalty, though. So saw the hand up inside there, thought it was the shoulder pad. It was the face mask that he grabbed, and that 15-yard penalty gives the first down to the Jags. And Northern Cass now in a position there that they haven't been in yet here tonight, deeper into Burro territory. 7:28 to go in this fourth quarter. Receiver right side in a tight formation. They turn, they hand off. Running back stops, looks back right, nothing there. Into the middle of the field. That time brought down by Colin Jen and Bryce Miller. As Esky.
Trevor Lee there on the carry, nowhere to go. As just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage to set up 2nd down and 10.
Jaguars, this drive started back on the 25-yard line after a big bounce and a Burro punt. Here as they've driven here inside the 35 or 25-yard line. So they're moving the ball on this one. Back to pass, pressure, throws to the left side in the flat. Caught that time and then brought down immediately because that wraps up Howard, the receiver, and just catch it, and that's where they move to.
Howard Gellner, just a simple comeback route there. Rachel going through his progressions, able to find him, get the pitch and catch to get some positive yardage. Set up 3rd down and manageable here for Northern Cass.
3rd and 6 after the 4-yard gain. On the quick little drag to the flat. Here, and we'll send receiver left side is Gellner. 2 to the right side for Northern Cass. Crockett has that H-back left side of the pistol set. Turn, hand off, run that left side. Coming in, Halfley stands them up, and then Mitzel comes up, finishes them up. There to keep them to no gain.
Trevor Lee on the carry there, like you mentioned. Mitzel and Halfley get the stop, and no gain there. And so sets up now 4th down and 6. Burrow's going to try to get a stop in the red zone.
Big play right now. Big play here as the Jaguars from the left hash mark send 2 out to the right side. There is Hoyland, and hold on, we got a stoppage timeout called by the Jags. Jaguars take a timeout on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Scoreless 0-0, 5:24 to go, fourth quarter on yourliveevent.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools are glad to have students and staff back in the classroom and in activities. If you have questions in regards to the activity schedule for either school, the Burros want you to visit HillsboroK12.com or CentralValleyND.com and click on the HCV Athletics tab. The schedules and calendars are posted each day, too. The school websites for Hillsboro and Central Valley are valuable resources for the community. Visit them often for updated information, daily announcements, and contact information. It's all on the school websites for Hillsboro and Central Valley school districts.
4th down for the Northern Cass Jaguars as we come out of this timeout. Your timeout's brought to you by Bank North, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. See what values-based banking can do for you. Visit banknorth.bank today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Northern Cass, what do you got in the playbook here for 4th and 6 and a key drive right now where you picked up a couple first downs on some big 3rd down plays, and you're looking for that first score of the game. We'll send 2 right, 1 receiver to the left side. Split backs in the... Actually, you're not going to split them. They're both going to line up to the left side here as they fall to the left and back here. Pressure comes, stepping up, throw over the middle, and it's dropped! Incomplete on 4th down, and that will turn it over to the Burro offense.
Had Grandelin right there at the 6, just unable to make the catch. Looks like they were trying to put Crockett in on a wheel route. Good credit for Hillsboro Central Valley, able to not let Rachel get his primary read. Tried to look it off, but pass was there. If you're Northern Cass, got to be frustrated. Had it, just unable to make the catch.
Looked like either that wheel route or with both backs on the same side coming out of the backfield. Looked like one was splitting inside, one outside, trying to create some confusion there. And a nice job to step up, put a good throw, just unable to convert. And it'll be first down for Hillsboro Central Valley. They'll hand off here to the right side. as Sawyer Owens stays on his feet, carrying the pile on his way up to the 24-yard line, and a gain of 6 on first down.
Yeah, dragging defenders, dragging Hoyland among others, able to get positive yardage there on first down to set up second down.
Hillsboro Central Valley, let's see, that's 47, 50, 60, just about 110 yards of total offense in this game. Here as they hand off, first man through is Kazette, the fullback, and maybe a half a yard there up to the 25-yard line. Here, so, and Northern Cass on their side sitting somewhat similar, a little under, about 100 yards total offense on my rough look count there, as both teams trying to find something here, and admittedly consistency on offense has been tough to come by at times for both teams this season. Here's a third down for Hillsboro Central Valley. Lushik under center, I formation. Play action, rolls out, pressure comes, can't get away. Big stop that time for the Jags.
Yeah, Luke Walski coming in there, wrapping up Lushik, not letting him go, spinning him down, gets the sack to set up fourth down.
And that is, Mike's barking a little bit there, Brady. That's a big loss there, 12 yards on the sack. Third time Lushik has been brought down here today twice by the junior Luke Walski, as now he's got 5 sacks on the season. Brody Deckoff in punt formation. And now the clock really comes into it here too, as we're under 3.5 to go. The line drive, right footed kick, looking for a big bounce. He'll take it at the 50 to the 40 to the 39-yard line. Here, so able to 37 on that punt, as I do my quick math. And we'll give it back to Northern Cass, 3:16 to go here in this fourth quarter.
See, Northern Cass, right, they got their offense, they got some momentum there in that last drive, able to get some positive yardage, see if they can do it as 3:16, 2 timeouts here for Northern Cass.
46 on that punt. Doing the math. Check my numbers, didn't even use a calculator or my toes. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Here, they'll come up, tight formation on that far side, right hash mark. H-back on the left side, they turn, run left side. Zeski turns back into the middle as he's caught up there, like Jamison Lee coming in as a linebacker, able to make the stop.
Yeah, Brody Breidenbach in on that tackle as well there for Hillsboro Central Valley, but Zeski just put the foot down, able to get some positive yardage here as clock now ticking under 3 minutes.
Yeah, that 6 and 5 there at the back to me. Couldn't quite see, but Breidenbach makes a tackle there. Here, and I think if you're the Jaguars too, you want to run with a good pace right now, not give time there. If you don't end up scoring, you don't want to give time here in the Hillsboro Central Valley. You want to end with the ball in the end zone or ball in your hands. Rachel, back to pass, pressure comes. He'll just pitch it forward and caught, but planted that time. Kazette makes the stop.
Yeah,
Freilich there catches it, and should be a first down.
Yeah, Freilich in on the catch. Good job there, finding an open space. But like you mentioned, Kazette there on the tackle forces them short of the line again to bring up third down.
No, they signal first down. They eyeball it, and they say first down. Yeah, it was a first down. Move the chains, move the sticks here with 2:17 to go in this fourth quarter. Again, Burroughs have had 4 one-score games so far. So far, they're 3-1 in them. They need to make a play defensively to keep it there as the screen pass out here to the right side. Break it up into the second level. Another first down that time. Caught that time by Chris Hoyland. And that will be the 11-yard gain, first down.
Great block there. Luke Walski pulling on that screen, able to get a chip, get a block to set up that open lane there for Hoyland to give him some room for a first down.
That's where they've been going, those quick hitters, trying to get it to their athletes in space, let them move with the ball, make a guy miss, get blockers out. That's been the passing strategy, especially here in this second half for the Jaguars. Rolling out on play action, looking to the right side, coming back, throwing back left side, and it is broken up that time. Great pass breakup by Sawyer Owens.
Yeah, Owens reading it.
We got a flag.
Yeah, saw a flag fly there. Owens, for the time being, great job reading it. Northern Cass thought they had an open man, but good recovery by Owens to get the PBU, and it's coming back on an ineligible man.
Yeah, legal man downfield there, and that is one of the drawbacks when you're going that quick screen game and then you go back to more of a traditional pass. Your linemen kind of get used to inching up a little bit, but they got to stay there within the zone, and the penalty will move it back here, and it will be first and 15 here for the Jaguars. They do mark it back to 5 yards there. Here, so two receivers and a wing back on the right side, that wing back, H-back. Two receivers left side, empty back set here. Showing that screen play. Pressure comes. He's going to dip it off, and it is. Oh, that was. What do you call on that? Because.
They're saying it was on the ground. Official on the near side says the ball hit the ground.
Okay. It looked like he had scooped it and popped it up and not able to secure it, so it would have been. Are they calling it a catch then or just an incomplete?
I think they must say it's a catch because they're incomplete.
Yeah, they stopped the clock. Yep. Okay, so incomplete.
Yeah, tried to get Crockett there. He got his hand on it, deflected off of him, and trying to get the pick there was Halfley. He must have hit a blade, a grass official right there, right on the call. So just an incompletion.
A little confusion as the Jaguars get lined up, 6 on the play clock, and 4, 3, 2, they do get the play off. Back to pass, Rachel looking, pressure coming, he gets away from Miller, now rolling to his right side, pressure on the inside and throwing downfield, and it is caught down the right sideline and inside the 5.
Brooks Crockett there on the catch, scramble drill again, just finding an open spot, able to make the catch and the run inside the 5 for the Jags.
Rachel avoids the pressure coming from Miller. And a big 40-yard gain that time down to the 1. It's going to be a 44-yard gain there to Crockett. And the first down and sets him up first and goal.
Talked about it, just waiting. Maybe that one big play that one of these two teams needed. In on the scramble drill there. First and goal for the Jags.
And the Jaguars with under a minute left going to be very patient here to get that ball in. First and goal. They'll have it. They'll line up. Zeski in the backfield. Turn, handoff. Going to throw. Roll to the left side. Flag comes in behind the play as Mitchell stops him. Cross the line. Did I see a flag or was it something else? No, it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown.
Rachel there just, again, on the scrambling. Didn't find a man. Lowered the shoulder. Able to find the goal line and get the touchdown.
Our first score comes in the fourth quarter with 34 seconds left. Hudson Regional, his third rushing touchdown of the season, and he gets in from a yard out and gives the lead to the Northern Cass Jaguars. We'll take a timeout here, and we'll come back here with 34 seconds left, fourth quarter, but we're on the board on your Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro. 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Some fourth quarter homecoming heroics for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Hudson Rachel evading pressure, throwing deep downfield, finding his man, then getting in from 1 yard out, now going for the 2-point conversion. Sends flat motion left side to right side, now from right side to left side. Here and rolling to the right side on the power. Rachel reaching, not in on the 2-point. So the run fails. And that will keep it a 6-point game, but only 34 seconds left for Hillsboro Central Valley when they get the ball back when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
34 seconds left in this fourth quarter after the Northern Cass Jaguars get a big passing play and then a 1-yard touchdown run and get into the end zone for the first time tonight for either team. And we break that scoreless there, so 47 minutes, 26 seconds. You know, if you're going by the soccer scoring there. Kicking off from right to left, Burrows will see what they have on the return. Trying to set them up. It'll be a short squib kick picked up by the up back. Here at the 35 to the 40, up to the 45, up to midfield. And with 30 seconds left, Burrows up to the 49. Got to go 51 yards to equalize.
Good return there, as still 30 seconds with some timeouts for Hillsboro Central Valley. This game not over by any stretch. If you can get a couple pass plays to get it within to reach the end zone here for the Burros.
And they have their timeouts, so they can use those. The big thing is when you've been passing, there's been a lot of pressure by the Jaguar defense, and they are going to back off the secondary a little bit. We'll see what the Burros do. In the shotgun set, two backs back there. Lushik looking right side. He's got time. He's going to chuck it deep down the left side on his first play. A jump ball. It's up. It's incomplete. Incomplete on the first down play. Took 7 seconds off.
Yeah, I was trying to get Halfley, Hoyland, Hudson Reachel. They're in on the coverage, as was Brody Zeski. 3 Jaguars there, 1 Burrow. Jaguars just able to knock it down.
I will say, especially the last 3 weeks, one of the Burrow receivers, whether it's been Halfley or Miller, has made a fantastic play at some point in the game. We'll see if they can do that here. 2nd and 10. Not important as a time on the clock. You need to go 51 yards. Lushik back to pass, right side, in the flat. It's dropped. Dropped that time. Can't get it there into the hands of Miller. Might have been poked away by Zeski coming over.
Kemet on the coverage there on that near side, number 1 for Northern Cass. Able to force the incompletion, bring up 3rd down with 20 seconds to go.
Jaguar defense on the sideline trying to get the fans into it. Trying to have a happy homecoming dance. There's a dance tonight, right? There is. All right. Brady will not be doing the worm.
No, I have my own dance move. It's the Brady. Talk to Hillsboro.
Spread receivers, 4 wide each way. Lushik to the right side in the flat, caught by Miller. 1 stiff arm. Can he get out of bounds? No. Clock will run, and they call the timeout. Call the timeout. Might have enough for the first down. Their official marking there in front of the Jaguar bench. Can't see where the official has it there. But it will be a timeout called here by the Burros. Your Bank North timeouts. It's 6-0. Northern Cass leading over Hillsboro Central Valley. 13 seconds left, fourth quarter when we return.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
It will be 4th down, Hillsboro Central Valley. Bryce Miller tackled about 1.5 yards short. 13 seconds left. Burros still have 2 timeouts. Do you go for a quick play, get down, stop the clock, take the timeout, try and set something up, or what do you do here? Needing yardage, but also needing to extend the game a little bit. Rognus will be the receiver out to the wide side, right side. They are going to go the heavy set. Bring in the heavy set as Jack Matson comes back at a fullback. They hand off right side, trying to get to the edge. Sawyer Owens will pick up the first down, and then the clock will stop with 8 seconds left.
Yeah, got out of bounds, but Hillsboro Central Valley just trying to get that first down, try to live for another down. 8.3, still time for maybe another quick out just to get a little bit closer before you try to heave one into the end zone.
Or do you go the opposite route and say, hey, let's run our trick play now, give us time where if we get tackled, we can still stop the clock with the second left. I don't know. They're going to talk about it during this timeout. We're going to come back. We're going to have the play here on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
It's a first down for Hillsboro Central Valley. Out of the timeout, your timeouts from Bank North. Burrows have it on the right hash mark, needing to get into the end zone from 38 yards out. They picked up 13 of the 51 they need. 4 receivers, 2 each direction. Lusher back to pass, looking left side. He's going to throw. It's over the middle. It's caught. Got to get down. They do, and they take the timeout with 2.1 seconds left.
Yeah, able to find Chase Halfley there over the middle, able to get first down yardage, first down at the 22.
At the 22-yard line, so the distance much more friendly to the Burros. Final timeout, final play, coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
First down, but doesn't matter. With 2.1 seconds left, Burrows looking to tie it up here. Jaguars trying to knock it down and go home happy. They're going to put 1, 2. They're still going to go 2 receivers, 2 safeties. They put 3 receivers left side, 1 right side. Lushik back to pass in the final play. He'll lob it up right side, looking for Halfley. It is overthrown, no flags, and the Jaguars win. Northern Cass with the victory, 6-0. A touchdown with 34 seconds left in the game, and the homecoming win. Northern Cass over Hillsboro Central Valley, 6-0. Jaguars now 3-2, 2-1 in region play. Hillsboro Central Valley falls to 3-2. They are 1-2 in region play. We'll unpack it more when we come back. Your postgame report coming up next. Northern Cass over Hillsboro Central Valley, 6-0.
Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or a shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sailed steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Happy homecoming for the Northern Cass Jaguars. A 6-0 victory over the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Jaguars improve to 3-2. Burros fall to 3-2 on the year after the Jaguar victory. Game summary, we were scoreless after one, scoreless after 2 quarters, scoreless after 3 quarters, scoreless after 47 minutes and 26 seconds. We did not have our first and only score until 34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Defense is here stopping the offense, not letting them get going, as we'll go down to the field in just a second there until a big pass play, a 44-yard catch on a scramble, evading pressure, throwing it downfield, sets him up on the 1. Hudson Rachel reaches into the end zone on the next play for the touchdown, and the Jaguar defense stops the Burros on their final drive. Here we'll go down to the field, talk with some of our players of the game on the field with Brady Siebels.
Our interviews with our players of the game. We'll start with Luke Walski, the offensive lineman representative here for Northern Cass. And first off, homecoming, just talk about how nice it feels to get that homecoming victory tonight.
This is fantastic. We came in this week, no one believed we could beat this team. This is a good team, but we came in here and gave them 48 minutes of hell.
Yeah, just as a lineman there, just kind of talk about, what the battle in the trenches was like on both sides, offensively and defensively.
And, they were a really good team. We knew that coming in here. We just tried to stick to our assignments and do what we could.
Just kind of talk about, what was the sideline, the mood in the huddle in that final drive, able to get the punch in and to get the touchdown.
Everyone's energy was just so high. Our third pillar this year is just pushing our limits, and we all did that.
And just now, obviously a big Region 1, just kind of talk about what you want to see to continue to use this to improve as the season goes along.
This is a big win. They beat the number 2 team in the state, so why can't we,
All right, Luke, congratulations on the victory. Go celebrate with your team. All right, now here as we're joined by the quarterback, Hudson Richo for Northern Cass. And first off, same question, just talk about how big it is, this homecoming victory.
Yeah, it's amazing. We came into this week prepared, and it showed on the field, and I'm just excited I got the win with the boys.
Just kind of talk about, what you were seeing in especially that last drive, right? Pocket kind of collapsing a little bit, able to, make some plays with your arm, make some plays with your legs as well.
I was rolling out. I just saw Brooks lift his arm up, so I just chucked it up to him. We got down to the 1, and I just punched it from there, and we got the dub.
Yeah, just what was it like, kind of in that huddle, right? Knowing the fact that, one big play could potentially kind of turn it, and that's kind of how it went for you.
Yeah, I knew we needed a big one, and that was a huge play for us, and, yeah, I'm just glad we got the win.
And then just how big is this, right? Moving on into the season to kind of continue this on, continue the momentum. What do you want to hope to continue to build on as the season goes along?
Yeah, just keep stacking days. We're not satisfied yet. We got 3 wins. We're going to aim to get some more, and yeah, we'll just celebrate this one for a little bit.
All right, Hudson, congratulations. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
All right, as now we're joined here by Brooks Crockett. Well, let's just talk about that play, right? Your quarterback says he saw your hand go up in there and just kind of chucked it to you, made the play, and got inside the 5 there.
Yeah, Hudson Reachel's a dog. He always finds me, so it was a great play. We needed that momentum and came through.
Just talk about, kind of defensively, obviously, right, putting up the shutout there. Just kind of talk about you and then your teammates as well to be able to get this good offense, limit them to no points.
Nate Myers is always saying, be the hammer, not the nail, and that's our mentality coming on every play. So we're glad we didn't let up any points. We played a good D.
Yeah, just talk about kind of what you were seeing then in there as well in that linebacker position. It seemed like you, Trevor Lee, every other play, it was either you or Trevor Lee were kind of saying in the name, kind of reading, firing into that backfield.
Yeah, we knew their quarterback was really athletic, and they're going to run fullback dives all the time, so we prepared for that. I think we did pretty good.
And just kind of talk about, obviously you're going to enjoy this, but, what you want to see, when you get back to practice and what you kind of want to continue to work on to improve as the season goes along.
I think we got to bring this momentum to every game. Just keep working every day. And
all right.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, Brooks, congratulations on the victory here tonight.
Well, thank you, Brady, there, as talking with some of our players of the game, including our Enbridge Energy players of the game. I'm going to divvy it up there between the two, quarterback and receiver there, Hudson Reachel and Brooks Crockett, able to connect on that scramble, quarterback running around, big pass play throw. Like you said, just being on the same page. I see with your hand up, I'm going to throw you the ball. We're going to get down to the 1. We're going to score the next play, and we're going to take the victory 6-0. So they are your Enbridge Energy players of the game. Remember, life takes energy. Enbridge.com for more information. For more on this game, back down to the field with Brady Siebels.
Yeah, here with our coach's interview, the head coach here for Northern Cass, Tyler Eugstead. And Coach, heck of a game here. Just talk about how excited it is to get that homecoming win.
Gosh, I told the boys after this game, this is one of the biggest wins in recent history for Northern Cass football. And to do that on homecoming, we got a lot of distractions like the week when I said in the pregame. To come out here and play the game like they did, like that's amazing. It's kudos. It's kudos to my assistant coaches. It's a kudos to the players for being focused during the week and ready to come out on Friday night.
Just talk about the defense, just kind of how proud you are of this defense and then their effort keeping this offense off the scoreboard.
Yeah, a lot of times on the defense side of the ball, playmakers kind of get hidden, right? Like everybody knows the offensive side. They see the ball thrown, they see the ball handed off, they know who to make the plays. But on defense, we got playmakers everywhere. And like I said, anytime their number's called, anybody can make plays on the D. And that's something that our coaches have stressed in the off season. It's getting better on D and be able to put games on their backs. And that's what they did. Nate Myers, Matt Hovdenis, Kyler Medhurst, Mason Rice, Kobe Vanderwall, they've done a great job at coaching their position groups, and it shows.
Yeah, just talk about that because a lot of different names. Just how great it is the fact that, like you mentioned, with this defense, you have a lot that you can rely on here to make a big play when needed.
Absolutely, when you have a good defense like that, it keeps you in ball games, especially when the offense might be it's a slow start or the weather's kind of bad or you can't kind of do the things that you kind of game plan for. So to be able to hang your back on that, it's a really nice thing as a head coach to just know going into games that we should be in any game with the defense we got.
And then just talk about offensively, right? Talk about that last possession, right? Able to kind of chip away, got maybe some things moving on in that previous drives, and then just able to get that drive when it matters there at the end.
Yeah, I mean, and biggest thing in high school football and in any sport is athletes make plays, right? You can make the right play call, you can make the wrong play call. It's ultimately what happens on the field in between the whistles, and that's what happened. It was a broken play. Hudson did a great job stepping up in the pocket, scrambled out to his right. Ultimately, Brooksy, great scramble rules by Brooks. He got over into Hudson's window and threw up a hand, say, "Hey, I'm open." Hud threw him a great ball. Brooksy did the rest of the work and caught it and got us close to the end zone. And to be honest, we're on cloud 9 after that. I don't even know what we called on the touchdown play. The athletes just made play on that.
Yeah, talk about that, right? The pocket kind of collapsing, and Hudson again scrambling. This time, tried to keep it for the legs, grinding, able to get that nose across the goal line for the touchdown.
Absolutely. When that happened, silence was going crazy. I knew I had to burn a timeout, set them down, and try to get that 2-point, which we were a yard short, but ultimately it didn't matter. But you never know. But like I said, athletes make plays, and that's what happened tonight.
Yeah, just kind of talk about that, right? With homecoming, right? Always a crowd, a great atmosphere. I saw you kind of, hyping it up after the touchdown. Just how excited was that, and then the great fans able to come in here and witness this game too.
Absolutely, and when you put a good product on the field, the fans are going to respond, and that's something that might have lacked in recent years, where our student section has been great, and that's something some outside people have stressed to the learners that are on the sideline, and ultimately they made a difference tonight. When you're on your home field, it's your field to protect, and that's what happened tonight. And we told the boys, homecoming's full of distractions, but what matters is the 35 guys in the locker room, and that's what it came down to. There's 35 kids at the Northern Cass School that get to play this great game underneath the lights and experience this, and it's just great to do it with them.
Obviously, you're going to celebrate this as you deserve to, but how important is it, right, to flip the page, get ready for Monday to continue on here in this tough Region 1 slate?
Absolutely. We enjoy the night tonight, enjoy a little bit tomorrow. Sunday, Monday come, we're ready to work for Mayville.
All right, well, congratulations, Tyler, on the victory here tonight, and we'll talk to you again as the season rolls along.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys.
Tyler Eukstead, head coach for the Northern Cass Jaguars. Jaguars get the victory 6-0 tonight over Hillsboro Central Valley. We're going to try and grab Coach Johnson as well for the Burrows reaction after the loss 6-0 here. Before we get to that, let's talk our Agassiz Precision Egg Precision in the game. And we talked about this a little bit, alluded to it throughout the game. Didn't get a whole lot of time to really digest and dissect it, but playing with precision was the Jaguar pass rush here tonight. The way it affected the Burrow passing game, came up with some big sacks as well too. 3 sacks here tonight, including a couple big double-digit yardage losses. Total of 32 yards lost in sacks for the Burrows. Also pressuring the Burrows into 4 of 16 passing. Just 25% when they come in with a 56% passing there. Only give them 36 yards, keeping them 100 yards below that as well. The pressure there, even when they didn't get home, which they felt like they did a lot, but when they didn't get home, they were still able to effectively have some throwaways and not allow the Burrow passing yardage to get up there to help them move the ball. And when you take away one side of the offense, it's not easy, but easier to take away the second side as well. So the Jaguar pass rush, I thought, was very active, very phenomenal here tonight, forcing those negative plays, and they are your precision of the game. From Agassiz Precision Egg, your precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, online, planterdoc.com. As we look out here in this one, Brady, if you're good, give me a little heads up there. Whoop, there you go. Nope, you're cracking on me there, Brady, so we'll move there to a spot, and we'll have the coach's comments coming up here. Head coach Joe Johnson for Hillsboro Central Valley.
Yeah, Coach Joe Johnson for Hillsboro Central Valley. I know a tough one here tonight that just kind of came down to the wire, and they made one more play than you guys did, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got stops the whole game, and when we needed to make a few more plays, we weren't able to do it.
Just, talk about that. I know defense, right, obviously a great thing, but, eventually, right, bent a little bit, and unfortunately they got that one break and set them up in a good field position, punched it in with under a minute.
Yep, like I said, got stops most of the game, didn't at the end.
And offensively, what are maybe some adjustments here you want to regroup, focus on, and try to improve on for next week?
Well, we need to move the ball. We need to get first downs. We need to keep our offense on the field and keep our defense off the field.
How important is it to kind of, learn from these mistakes, but kind of let it go? Because in a tough Region 1, I know another a big important game coming up on Friday.
Yeah, like I say, when we win games, we only get to enjoy it for about 15 seconds. The losses, you got to move on fast too. You need to learn from it and make adjustments and get focused on the next week.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Tough loss, and I appreciate it.
Thanks, Brady.
Joe Johnson, head coach for Hillsboro Central Valley, after the loss to Northern Cass 6-0. Burrows and Jaguars both at 3-2. Jaguars at 2-1 in region play. Burrows fall to 1-2. We'll take a quick break, do some calculations, bring you your final stats. When we come back, here your post-game report on yourliveevent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
People often ask me, why are Hillsboro Central Valley athletes so successful? Have you seen our fitness center? The weightlifting doesn't stop with our athletics. At Hillsboro Public School, we strive to do difficult things all the time. We help struggling readers read. Our MTSS process makes sure all students are improving. Hillsboro students are challenged to do difficult tasks each day. Please come and check out our school. And if you need a place to exercise, check out our fitness center.
Well, with the PA system playing it over the background there, it's certainly a great day to be alive for the Northern Cass Jaguars as they get the victory on homecoming 6-0 over Hillsboro Central Valley. So we break down the final numbers in this one. Starting with the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros, rushing the ball, Sawyer Owens, 14 carries, 50 yards. Carson Cassette, 7 carries, 14 yards. Tyson Lushik with 11 carries, 58 yards. Clifford Mitchell, 1 carry for -3, and 3 team carries for a loss of 32 on 3 sacks by the Northern Cass defense. 36 carries, 87 total yards on the ground. Through the air, it was 2 catches, 16 yards for Bryce Miller, 1 catch, 4 yards for Carson Cassette, 1 catch, 16 yards for Chase Halfley. Combined 4 of 16 passing, 36 yards and an interception for Tyson Lushik passing. 36 plus 87, 123 total offense for Hillsboro Central Valley. They had 2 turnovers in the game, had 5 penalties for 50 yards here as well. A total of 7 first downs in the ball game. Defensively for Hillsboro Central Valley, it was an interception for Chase Halfley as well. And again, Burros fall to 3-2 overall. Next week, they go home. They take on Valley City. Valley City was facing Mayport CG, had the lead last check in that one. For the Northern Cass Jaguars tonight, it was Trevor Lee, 5 carries, -1 yard. Parker Zeski with 15 carries, 29 yards. Brooks Crockett with 5 carries, 18 yards. And it was 3 carries, total of 7 yards and a touchdown, the game-winning touchdown for Hudson Rachel here today. 1 team rush of -3 on a fumbled handoff there. So 29 total carries, 50 yards on the ground for Northern Cass. Through the air, receiving, it was Miles Froelich with 3 catches, 43 yards. It was 1 catch for 9 yards for Hunter Kemet, 1 catch for 44 yards for Brooks Crockett, 1 catch for 4 yards from Howard Gellner, and 1 catch for 11 yards for Chris Hoyland. 7 of 18 passing, 118 yards, and an interception for Hudson Rachel here today. So 111 plus 50, 161 total offense, 1 turnover, 3 penalties for 15 yards, and 8 first downs in the game for Northern Cass. Scoring plays of a Hudson Rachel 1-yard touchdown run. The 2-point conversion run failed there, but 6 was all they needed here today. Defensively, it was 2 sacks for Luke Walski. It was a sack for Brody Vanderwall and an interception here for Miles Froelich as well. Also a fumble there that was recovered. Couldn't identify who picked it up for Northern Cass. Jaguars improved to 3-2 as next week they will travel to Mayport CG to take on the Patriots in their next action. That wraps us up here today. Thank you for joining us on YourLiveEvent.com. Appreciate your viewership with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay up to date on all the broadcasts coming your way. Of course, there's the broadcast archive, so you can go back, relive the greatest moments, or the not so great, depending on what side you're on, if you just want to see what happened. It's up to you. But you can go back, rewatch it, YourLiveEvent.com with the broadcast archive. Here tonight, for my broadcast partner, Brady Siebels, I'm Jake Berkmeyer. Thank you once again for watching. Thank you as well to all the sponsors that you've seen and heard throughout our broadcast coverage. Please patronize those businesses at the very least. Please tell them thank you. They're the ones that make it possible for us to be here. Thanks to everyone here at the Northern Cass School for the accessibility, hospitality, connectivity, and availability and all the other iddies that we appreciate here to be able to bring you these broadcasts. Northern Cass Jaguars on homecoming. They're off to the dance with a 6-0 victory over Hillsboro Central Valley. Your final score on yourliveevent.com.